Get ready to match the stars from Charlie's Angels, David Doyle, Red Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, from Ladies Band, Betty Kennedy, from Walk and Mindy, Robert Donner, and Marcia Wallace, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now, here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rayburn.
John, thank you, friends.
Why?
Thank you for showing up. It would be difficult to do it alone.
That's what
Now,
the bishop
would
said
you
to the
join me in greeting Mary Beth Wood and Paul Von Willenetz?
Hi.
Welcome to the two of you. We'd like to find out a little bit about each of you. Paul, please tell us about yourself.
All right. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for pronouncing my name right. I practiced that till I was 10 years old.
There's a more Prussian way of saying it, isn't there?
I wouldn't try it.
All right, I won't either.
I was born in Michigan.
Yes.
I ricocheted around the world for an education. In Hong Kong, on November 2nd, 8:15 in the morning, I came off the elevator at the Ambassador Hotel, and I met the most beautiful woman I've ever met in my whole life. I married her. So she married me.
Yes.
I'm not certain. And we came back to California, where her home is. I also found out she's a great cook, and since that time, in this order, we produced a beautiful daughter named Lisa and 3 cookbooks that are bestsellers and award winners. How about that?
Gee, that's marvelous. Boy. Full rich life, right?
Right,
The question
right,
is, does she do windows? No, I'm only kidding.
I've never asked her.
Good luck to you, Paul. Mary Beth, how about you?
Well, I am a full-time salesperson and a part-time nurse. I am originally from Port Byron, Illinois, where we have lots of cows, pigs, and chickens. And I'm new to Los Angeles. I love it, and I think the people are wonderful, and the weather is the best.
Well, that enthusiasm is terrific. Good. Now, here on Match Game PM, you'll each have 3 opportunities to match as many of our stars as you possibly can. And the one who's done that most often at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner and go on to play the Big Money Super Match, which can pay off over $20,000. Wow, here we go. Paul, A or B? Paul says he wants B. We're off and running. Joe said this T-shirt craze is really wild. I just saw a girl with the entire Mojave Desert on her front. She had the biggest blanks I ever saw. Joe said, this T-shirt craze is really wild. I just saw a girl with the entire Mojave Desert on her front. She had the biggest blanks I ever saw.
Sand dunes. I knew you'd
Sand
like that.
dunes.
Sand dunes.
Very good.
That's a good answer.
That's a marvelous answer, Paul. What do you got there?
Yes, I always thought of them as oases, really, but they are
Dunes, yeah. One for ball.
I
Show
think
us your
there's
dunes.
those who do.
Yeah.
Those who can't teach, teach Jim, thanks to Woody Allen. Sand dunes.
That's 2 for him.
I said humps, like a camel has humps.
She had the biggest Mojave Desert. I see, as in a camel.
I mean, I think of dunes as Malibu, where we have one of our 4 homes.
Right, gotcha. Betty Kennedy.
I said she had the biggest oasis I ever did see.
Biggest oasis. Say it so nicely, too. Robert?
I said palms.
Lovely.
Biggest
Lovely.
palms.
Lovely.
Yes.
Play on words.
Of course, naturally.
Bad
Yes.
play.
We understand it, Robert.
Definite era.
Yes. Marcia?
Gene?
Save him.
Oh, I don't think. I can barely save myself. I don't expect this to do any better than it did when Charles said it.
Humps. All right.
And I was right.
Paul, you pick up 2.
Thank
Now,
you.
Mary Beth, we have this for you.
Okay.
Marty said, I think the mayor of this town used to be a doctor. The street signs don't say walk, don't walk. They say blank, don't blank. All right, here we go. Martha said, I think the mayor of this town used to be a doctor. The street signs don't say walk, don't walk. They say blank, don't blank.
Pay, don't charge.
What?
Pay, don't charge. All right, David. Pay, don't pay.
I suppose it wouldn't matter what he was saying if he was feeling where he has to feel to say, cough, don't cough.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Cough,
it.
don't cough. That's a good one. Yes, of course.
Probably.
The audience apparently does not understand it. You've never been to a doctor in your life, have you? You guys especially have never been to a doctor. Okay.
I believe it's an old Army expression. Cough, don't cough.
Right. Turn your head and cough. Go.
Oh, cough, don't cough.
That seems to be it.
Where were you, sweetness?
You don't know that, do you? Now, wait a minute. Didn't you say you were a nurse?
Part-time nurse.
Part-time. Well, a part-time nurse would certainly know more than someone who's never nursed.
They'd rather be paid.
Oh, I see. All right, Betty.
I said, run, don't walk.
Stinks, Betty.
She's charming, isn't she?
Give me a break. You know, I'm doing the best I can.
That's all you can do. Right. She's quoting Dr. Freud directly. I'm doing the best I can. All right,
Sure.
Robert.
Get him on here then, if you like him so much. Oh, he's dead? Oh.
Keep talking. Take this, don't take this. You
Take
don't
this,
take
don't
this.
take
No.
this. Take 2 aspirin, don't take 2 aspirin. That's the idea there. Marcia?
Is that the idea,
I have to
Gene?
explain some of these. They're a little out of left field.
Oh, I'm so glad you did, but you got your booze out of your system. She's
Yes.
weeping over there.
Is worse than yours? Are
Wait a
you
minute.
grading them? Are you grading
Now
them?
listen, you must. You,
Sorry.
Oh, hon, that's okay. I wasn't saying anything important.
all right.
Believe me.
All right,
said
go.
Take 2 aspirin, don't take 2 aspirin.
Oh, I said it.
You
Oh,
said
I'm
it for
sorry.
me, so I didn't mean to.
Didn't mean to do
That's
that.
right. Blow the joke for the poor kid who's sitting on the end.
That's right. Did that inadvertently. I rarely do that. Maybe once every 2 years.
Let me repeat
2 to
that.
0 in favor of Paul here. Round 2 coming up in a moment or so. Right now, this for you. Okay. Round 2 coming up. Paul, you're ahead. We'll ask you to go first. B.
We're back. B for back.
All right.
Okay.
Paul von Willenitz. Who does not play? David and Brett do not play. The rest of you, please respond to this. Elsie has been working at the laundry too long. Yesterday, after she washed her face, she tried to blank it. Working at the laundry too long. Elsie has been working at the laundry too long. Yesterday, after she washed her face, she tried to blank it.
Spin dry it.
Spin dry.
What do you They turn on you, don't they?
Yeah, they do, really, Paul.
Yeah.
I think you got a little too complicated there. Spin dry is a
I
very...
said just starch it.
Starch. Simple, straightforward starch.
I thought you'd simply press it.
Press it after you wash it. Robert?
Let's either play the game or not play the game. Dry it.
Oh. One for Paul. See how testy he gets?
Look what happened. A
Gets
couple
one
of
right answer
He
and
turns
bing.
on it.
Right.
Well, this would be especially helpful if Elsie had a mustache. Bleach it.
Bleach it. Yeah. You wash your face, you tried to bleach it. All right, Mary Beth, you got a little catching up to do. He has
I'm ready.
3. You have an ought, as they say. Rick said, I just went to a bachelor party at Weight Watchers. It was strange. A naked girl jumped out of a giant dish of blank. Bachelor party at Weight Watchers. Now we're ready. Rick said, I just went to a bachelor party at Weight Watchers. It was strange. A naked girl jumped out of a giant dish of
Cottage cheese.
cottage cheese.
Turn up your hearing aid, hon. Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
That's what she said.
No, I went for yogurt.
Yogurt? Ounce for ounce, I suppose there are fewer calories in cottage cheese than in yogurt. Is that correct?
Yes, that's probably true.
What do you say?
interesting, but
I
correct.
say I
Right.
wish I could shimmy like my sister Kate. Jello.
Jello. Dietetic Jello.
Jello.
2 Jellos and 1 yogurt.
Don't a jam make?
What do you got for us here, Betty?
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese. Little cottage cheese for the lady?
Nothing
Yogurt.
to eat.
Yogurt for the lady. All right. Low-cal yogurt.
As you know, I was a former chubette. And
Yes.
had a lot more action when I was fat, if you want the truth.
Is that right?
But now, And actually, yogurt has quite a few calories, hon.
Yes,
It does.
And so does
Even if you
coffee.
make it with skim milk?
Well, no, if you use your plain yogurt and add your own fresh fruit, you should pardon the expression.
Oh, we don't do that.
But and actually, this is not all that. But I love the image of her coming out of the Jell-O.
Yes, that would
You
be
see,
interesting.
Weight Watchers, you can have spaghetti and potatoes. Weight Watchers is not what people think. You can eat plenty.
Really?
It's just carefully
He's a
arranged.
shining
I
example.
used to almost marry the woman that founded it. And I'm very close to this whole thing.
You eat
just
potatoes
doesn't
and spaghetti
practice
and all that?
You can. It is legal.
It is legal.
Yes, it is.
Not on my block. Where are we? We'll go to round 3 here. This is the last round. Paul, you're still ahead 3-1. You go first.
Son of a gun. Eight.
I never
Hey.
said he was going to marry her.
Ready?
Why don't I write?
David, Brett, and Robert do not play. The others, please respond to this.
Oh, that's right.
Did you hear what happened to Unlucky Louie?
No.
I shall tell you what happened to Unlucky Louie. The poor guy got a tube of crazy glue mixed up with a tube of blank. Unlucky Louie. All right, Paul. Did you hear what happened to Unlucky Louie? The poor guy got a tube of crazy glue mixed up with a tube of
Toothpaste.
toothpaste. He says toothpaste, Charles. How's that grab you? Wonderful. You have now 4. Betty? You now have 5. And Marcia.
Between Vaseline and toothpaste. And I think
Right. Now, Mary Beth, the best you can do is achieve a tie. You can do that, however, by matching all 5 whom you have not already matched. Everyone except Betty. Weird Willie was so weird. How weird? When the jeweler told him a new watch cost an arm and a leg, Weird Willie asked him if he could leave a blank as a deposit. That's excellent.
He's cheerful, but he's not smart.
Whoever said it.
All right, everybody's all set. Okay. Very good. Weird Willie was so weird. When the jeweler told him a new watch cost an arm and a leg, Weird Willie asked him if he could leave a blank as a deposit.
An arm. Oh. I'm in hand.
He said it cost an arm and a leg. And he said, "Can I leave a blank as a deposit?"
I know.
I don't
Talk
think you
too
see
quick.
arm over here. It means you have to match everyone, and we'll see what happens.
But I thought, he wanted to keep the arm intact, but he might leave a finger.
A finger
toe.
and or toe. So Paul wins the game. What the rest of you have? Finger, finger, finger. Come on down, Paul. Right there, a little blue dot, if you would, please. We're going to say goodbye to Mary Beth Woods. Pleasure to meet you, my dear.
Thank you very much.
We're going to send some gifts your way from Match Game PM. Mary Beth Woods. I will spin her off and spin a message or two for you. Hurry back. Now, if you're ready, we're ready.
All set.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 2 audience matches with you. And I want to point out to you, whatever you win in these audience matches will be multiplied by 10. And that'll be the least amount you could play for. However, after that, you'll get the chance to spin the star wheel, and you could double it. You could win over $20,000 here.
Do I get to keep it?
$20,000. Wow. Well, it depends on what tax bracket you're in. It depends on how much you keep. You can keep it. Oh, all right. Paul, we polled a studio audience not too long ago, and we said, please write down your best answer to this. Blank of the Earth.
Oh, I won.
You got it. You got it already in your head. Oh, good.
Married her.
I just want to point out, if you match the answer that audience wrote down most often, we'll give you $500. For matching the second most popular answer, $250. And then for matching the third, $100. Now, swing around here. 3 of the 6 stars are permitted to help, but only call on the ones who appear to have an answer.
Trust me.
I trust you, Brett. Okay.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the Earth is 1.
Oh, I'll try the smiling girl on our far left.
Marcia.
Come on, Marcia.
ends of the earth. Or end of the earth.
End of the Earth. All right, we got 2 now. Now they're all looking away. You see, when you get to 3, it's tough. It's very tough.
You have to find
David
something
apparently has
happy.
one.
David, you're on.
Well, I would say the center.
Sydney. What was that, Sydney?
Where that funny little water comes from, the very center of the earth.
Or the center of the Earth. That's good, David. Center of the earth. So now they've given you center of the earth, salt of the earth, and end of the earth. Now you have the option at this time to choose one of those or think up one of your own. What is your pleasure?
I would choose, sir, salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth. All right. Let's find out if we've got a little salt of the earth up there. May we see the $100 response? End of the earth. That's the answer that Marcia gave you, right? And now we'll take a look at the $250 response. Journey to the center is the one that David gave you?
Well, not exactly.
Oh, close enough. Close enough for jazz. And the last one is... Salt of the earth. Now, Paul, you have $500. Multiplied by 10 is $5,000. Now, that's the least you can play for.
If I went home now, I could take that with me.
No, you'd have to earn that. If you went home now, the most you could take with you is $500. But $5,000 is what you can play for in the second half, coming up a little later. But right now, we want to do another audience match and give you another shot at it and see what happens. Here we go. Orville Blank. Orville Blank. All right. Any ideas from any?
I can't pass a winner. Brett, what do you have?
Orville Wright.
All right.
Oh, Brett, that's not...
Yeah. Marcia?
Good luck.
That guy that really gets on my nerves, Orville Rettenbacher.
He makes wonderful popcorn.
I'm sure he does.
What do you got?
Oh, Charles.
And try to tell me this isn't true. Just try to tell me it's not true. Orville, Tennessee.
Is that true?
Come on,
That's
tell me
not true.
How do you know? And you wouldn't want to bet right now. I just happened to send a letter there. 3 days ago, I wrote to Center Street in Orville, Tennessee.
Sure you did.
Zip 204527. Of course, it'll never get there, but I wrote the envelope.
Right.
Orville, Tennessee is famous for its lovely flowers. Lovely silk screen process.
Oh, look at this, Paul. Just pull this out of the watch box.
Made in Hong Kong.
No. Inspected by number 4.
You know they let him go? They fired him.
Now, here's the way it is. You have Orville Wright, Orville, Tennessee, and Orville Rettenbacher. You may choose one of those, or again, give us one of your own.
All right. Orville Wright.
All right, let's find out if Orville Wright is up there. Maybe we see the $100 response. Orville Roberts.
That's Oral Roberts.
I know it. I hope you're smarter than those dingbats who were here back then who wrote Orville Roberts instead of Oral Roberts. I say unto you. Amen. I say unto you, why would you say Orville Roberts when you could say Oral Roberts? I say unto you.
That's as bad as Cuckoo, Fran, and Ollie.
Yeah, one day we had... what was the thing up there?
It was cuckoo for cuckoo clock.
Cuckoo for cuckoo blank. And this lady said... It was a lady, wasn't it?
Right.
She said, oh, yeah, I got
Sure,
that
pick
one.
on us.
Cuckoo, Fran, and Ollie. She said Cuckoo Frank, didn't she? Cuckoo, I know, it was all mixed up. Anyway, let's see what we've got out of the $250 response. Orville Rettenbacher. That's the one that Marcia gave you.
I know it.
Now, last chance for Orville Wright. Slide the big one. Now, you won another $500. Multiplied by 10 is another $5,000. Added to the previous $5,000 gives you a pot of $10,000 to shoot for. But if you spin the star wheel and double up on it, you will be playing for $20,000. Get up there and pull that peg and have a go at it, and we'll all root for a double. Let's wish him the very best of luck. Go. Go. David! All right, face me.
With all that money?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's only $20,000, David.
Stop that!
Here we go. Blank, no help now. Blank mountains. Blank mountains. All right, put it in a slot and away we go. If you give us the answer he's got, you get $20,000. What do you say?
Rocky Mountain.
Rocky Mountain. All right, let's find out what David has. Rocky Mountains, he says David will match it for $20,000.
Wouldn't you know?
Your wife is very excited too down there. Congratulations. Got a total of $21,000.
All mine?
All yours.
I'll get when I get home.
Yeah, the check will be there. Hang on now. All right, here's a little message for America. Hurry up. 21,000 for this fellow. Join us next week for Match Game PM. Gene Rayburn, thank you all. Goodbye.
Some contestants will receive Serta's Perfect Sleeper Signature One mattress and exclusive Serta Lock Foundation. Provide both top comfort with firm deep support. Perfect Signature One by Serta. And a Caramel watch from Bulova. The stunning ladies watch all the sports accuracy never needs winding. Caramel by Bulova, the inexpensive watch buying store sale. And from Mr. Coffee, a gift pack featuring America's #1 coffee maker and genuine Mr. Coffee accessories, including an extra decanter and Mr. Coffee filters. And a 7-piece Performer gourmet cutlery set with extra sharp chrome stainless steel blades and ebony Fleetwood handles, dishwasher safe from washing and forge. And Polyguard Coat Textile Sealant, miracle stain repellent, invisibly protects, waterproof, beautifies your car's interior, available at new car dealers. And loose-side brushes and rollers from DuPont. Premium quality tools to ensure professional painting results inside or outside your home. And a Polyshell system from Turtle Wax. Space age protection for your car's finish, 3 layers deep, 24 months long. The Polyshell system. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game PM, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Get ready to match the stars. Joey Bishop, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Lynn Deerfield, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rayburn.
Johnny O. Do not whistle, please. Please don't whistle. Thank you for joining us. Would you greet me, or have a word of greeting? Join me as we greet celebrities here.
Yes.
Brett Summers and Charles Nelson Riley, 2 of our regulars. They're an item, as you probably know.
Evening.
Yes. And Richard Dawson is known as the Hot Ticket. And we couldn't do it without little old Miss Betty Lukewarm of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And this gay, witty, amusing fellow is known as the Smiling Irishman, Joey Bishop.
This is the thrill of my life, the nighttime version. I can't believe
Oh,
I
you
made it.
didn't? You've done it before, haven't you?
Yeah, but I didn't think I would ever do it again.
Oh, yes, indeed. Now, Lynn Deerfield's face is familiar to you because you see her on The Guiding Light. And some of you may remember that she appeared as a contestant on Match Game, the older version several years ago, 1969. My, you've held up well, haven't you? She was a contestant, won $450.
I was 10.
You were how much?
10 then.
You were 10 in 1969. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And they said, after the show, somebody said to her, who was your team captain? She says, some guy I never heard of. What was his name?
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds, yeah. Never heard of him. Who's the other guy you never heard of?
Don Meredith?
Don Meredith, yeah. Whoever heard of him? He was only captain of the Dallas Cowboys then. You figured out since then who they are, right?
Yeah.
All right, now would you join me in a round of applause to John Anderson and Lynn Mann? Welcome. Now, we'd like to find out a little bit about each of these people. We'll begin with you, Lynn. Please tell us where you're from.
Well, I was born in St. Louis.
Oh, that's Lynn Deerfield's hometown.
Yes,
right.
I know. And I live in Memphis now, and I'm moving to Chicago when I get home.
You sound as if you're happy about that prospect.
I love to move.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
All right. Move over there. Good luck to you, Lynn. Let's find out about John Anderson.
Well, I've lived in Los Angeles all my life. I spent a short time with the Peace Corps in the Marshall Islands, and presently I'm employed as a tax auditor with the Internal Revenue Service. It's not fair, Gene.
No, it's not fair.
There's all of you out there, and
you're a nice
only
guy.
myself and
Yes.
the U.S. government.
That's right. You only got the government on your side,
That's
eh? Okay, good luck to both of you. May I point out that here on Match Game PM, we'll give each of you 3 chances to match as many of our celebrities as you can. The one who has scored the most matches at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner and will go on to play the Big Money Super Match, which can pay off over $10,000. Now, Lynn, you may have A or B.
A.
Lynn Mann wants A, and this is it. Okay. On Ugly Edna's wedding night, as Ugly Edna started to undress, her new husband said, "Boy, I'm sure glad I brought along a blank."
I got that one right.
Now, can I ask you
Oh, well!
That's terrific. Put that
Can I
right.
ask you a question?
Yes.
If she was so ugly,
Yes.
how did she get a new husband? You know the trouble Brett is having?
You're taking this program
And
too
I'm a great
seriously.
beauty.
Yes, you are. I love the way you're doing your hair.
Thank you, Don. You like it even better when it falls down later tonight in Encino.
Hello, Lynn. On Ugly Edna's wedding night, as Ugly Edna started to undress, her new husband said, "Boy, I'm sure glad I brought along a
Blindfold?
blindfold." All right. She said a blindfold. What do you say to that?
Well, you know, a mask can make even an ugly person look attractive.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I put a full mask.
A full mask. That's a blindfold, isn't it? Yes. Oh, a full mask would cover the whole face. A blindfold would just cover the eyes.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Well, it's not
All
my
right,
fault. Lynn doesn't
I
know.
see your logic now. That is absolutely correct. I agree with that. What do you say?
You know that old joke, shall I get the mask?
Oh, yes, of course. Now, that is a match, because that could be just an eye match. What do you say to that?
What did he say?
He said a full mask which would cover the entire face, which is different from a blindfold which just covers the eyes.
I said mask.
That matches. That's okay. Just put a bang in there and don't be upset there. Oh, hello, Lynn Deerfield. When Ugly started to undress her new husband said, "Boy, I'm sure glad I brought along a mask," according to Lynn Mann.
She said blindfold.
Blindfold or mask.
And I couldn't think of the word. I'm sitting here going crazy, so I put blinders mask, and you know what it means?
Blinders
I was
mask.
thinking something
Yeah. Right.
I couldn't think.
Okay. Very good. That's 3 for her.
I don't know why, I figured he must have married her for money. She must have money if she's so ugly. Why suddenly would he put on a blindfold?
I don't know.
I mean, it's ridiculous. He knew she was ugly before she undressed.
Yeah.
He just hedged his bet and brought along a girlfriend.
A girlfriend? Okay.
Saving your bet.
Right.
That is good logic.
Good
You
logic.
can't quarrel with that. I have just another one of those half-masked answers.
Half-masked answers, yeah. All right, so that's 4 for Lynn Mann. Now, John Anderson. Ready to go to work, John? Here we go. Now, listen. Everybody, you all know the Marx Brothers. Groucho, Harpo, Chico, Zeppo, and Gummo.
Carl.
Carl? No, not Karl Marx. Groucho, Harpo, Chico, Gummo, and Zeppo. Well, when Dumb Dora went on a quiz show, and they asked her to name one of the Marx Brothers, she said, Blanco. She said, Blanco.
Well, I think I get it.
It's not that hard.
No, of course it isn't.
Okay, here we go. John, the Marx Brothers, you know who they are? Groucho, Harpo, Chico, Gummo, and Zeppo. Well, when Dumbledore went on a quiz show and they asked her to name one of the Marx Brothers, she said Blanco.
Dumbo?
Dumbo is one. Very good. He's a Dumbo. Well, anything that ends in O would be good.
Oh,
what did you
got
say?
it.
Would Zorro be good?
Zorro would be good.
Really?
Yes.
You know something?
What?
I thought your answer was absolutely perfect.
What?
Blanco. So I put down Blanco.
You didn't.
That's right. Think about it. She did not know who it was, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Excuse me, folks.
What did you think of?
Honey, go ahead and ask Charles.
No, come on now. No, you didn't understand it. I tried to explain it to you.
You see, I thought she just had come from the 4th grade and had gotten her report card.
Yeah.
So I said Bado.
Bado.
Bado. As I can.
Oh, dear me.
I think I've had a stroke.
You will any moment.
Take off the whole rug, you might feel a little better.
Here's your Mexican mod jumping suit.
You wish. I said Brillo.
Brillo. Okay.
I think they all
Lynn
stink.
Deerfield, what did you think of that ends in O in the way of a proper noun?
Well, the last name was Zeppo, so you're a little messed up in the head. I wasn't careful what I said.
Yes,
I said Zippo.
Zippo's another good answer. A very good possibility.
Even Hippo would have been fine.
Hippo would have been good.
But I said Zippo.
Zippo is good. Have you got a good one that ends
I
in O?
had a little trouble coming up with an answer, so I copied from Richard this time. And then he told me a lot of other good ones, Boffo and Hippo and all those, but I didn't have any.
What are some of the other good ones? Jello? Brillo was good. I mean, there are anything.
Brillo is marvelous.
Okay, so there's round one. Scores 4-0 favor Lynn Mann. Round two coming up later, but first this. Here we go. Round two coming up. There it is. A or B. Lynn, your head, so you go first.
B.
B it is. Joey, you play.
Thank you.
Richard, you play.
Yeah, I'm going to play so Joey won't feel bad.
Okay.
Well, you accused me, but I did get the last one right.
Just the two of us playing?
Just the two of us.
Oh,
You.
Sure, sir.
Nanukla, the Eskimo girl, said to her boyfriend, she said, I can't rub noses with you now because my nose is busy. I'm blanking it.
Honey.
Right. Okay, Lynn Mann. Nanukla, the Eskimo girl, said to her boyfriend, I can't rub noses with you now because my nose is busy. I'm blanking it.
Blowing?
Blowing it, okay. Do not look pained.
Well,
Eskimos.
They rub noses.
They rub
right?
noses. She said, I can't rub noses with you now because
knowing the philosophy of this particular show.
Yeah.
I said rubbing. She won't say rubbing. What she'll say blowing. So I said blow.
That's what you did. Okay. So you're up to 5 now, Lynn. What do you say to that, Richard?
Well, knowing the way the show works,
yes,
I copied Joey, blowing.
I said blowing. Okay. Now, John, you're going to have 2 shots at it. Ready to go to work?
Ready.
Listen to this. The Goodyear Company named Bernie Man of the Year because Bernie's blank looks like a blimp. Bernie's blank looks like a blimp.
I'm going to do better by you this time, Joe.
All right. Ready, Joey? Put in a slot. Okay.
Yes.
Now, John, the Goodyear Company named Bernie Man of the Year because Bernie's blank looks like a blimp.
I'd say his nose.
Nose is a good one? Don't you think that's good? I think that's good. You are hard to please. You're an impossible bunch. What do you say, Joe?
Well, from the Latin touchy, touchat, touchant, touchamus, touchatus, touchant, I said tushy, behind.
Show it.
Tushy. Okay. All right. He was large.
You kids are gonna love this. You're gonna forgive me for that last answer, which we won't mention. I said wife.
Wife is good. Wife is good. Charles?
I also said wife.
2 wives there, and 1 Tushy. Okay, Lynn. Show and tell time.
I'm so proud.
Another wife. But John's looking for a nose. Goodyear Company named Bernie Man of the Year because Bernie's nose looks like a blimp.
That's no blimp. It's my wife.
That's no blimp. That's my wife.
John got mixed up with the last question when he said nose. That's where the rub comes in.
Oh.
You see, he said wife.
My wife.
That's beneath you, Betty.
All right.
Nothing is beneath me.
Coming down to the wire here, John. You ready? All right. Now, you're going to have a shot at it here, and then you can choose A or B. She's matched all 6 celebrities. So what do you say?
I'll have to go with A.
You'll have to go with A? You don't have to. You want to go with B?
A.
A. Okay. All right.
I hope you do our assessments better than you play this game, John. We'll all be audited at the end of the year.
Never you mind, John.
Here it is now. It's very important to John. Listen carefully. When the farmer's daughter jumped onto the haystack, she got a big surprise because the haystack had a blank in it. Haystack.
Now, I want this to be...
When the farmer's daughter jumped onto the haystack, she got a big surprise because this haystack had a blank in it. Haystack.
I get it, but
You got it, you got it. No, don't show it.
Well, because...
See that? You didn't see that, okay.
Well, there's the well, gee whiz.
That's it.
Well, I think it's a silly...
All righty. Okay, here we go. All right, John, we're ready for you. When the farmer's daughter jumped onto the haystack, she got a big surprise because the haystack had a blank in it.
I'll say salesman.
I realize there is a traditional connection between the farmer's daughter and the salesman, but I don't know about that, John. I don't think these people think that way, John. There's another traditional connection between a haystack and...
Based upon the old proverb.
Yeah.
Like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
I wrote needle.
May we see it. Needle. So that means Lin Man wins the game. What do the rest of you have? Okay. All right. Come on down, Lin. Congratulations. Now, you hang around here for a moment or so while we say goodbye to John Anderson. Listen, it was a pleasure to meet you, John. And I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And I hope you, the fact that you didn't win will not mean anything as far as the IRS and we are concerned here. But we've got some gifts for you together with our thanks for being here on Match Game PM. John Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, there he goes. Now we're spinning him off. We'll spin these messages just for you. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Are you ready? Well, I'm ready. It's time now for the Big Money Super Match here, where you can win over $10,000. Now, to do that, we're going to have 2 audience matches for you. And I want to point out to you, whatever you win here, you'll have a chance to multiply by 10, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's be off and running. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank dressing. D-R-E-S-S-I-N-G. Blank dressing. Now, if you match the answer they gave most often, you get $500. The second most frequent response gives you $250. Then if you hook up with that bottom one, you get $100. And 3 of our 6 celebrities are permitted to assist by suggesting answers.
Lynn?
Salad.
Salad dressing is 1.
Richard?
Richard.
French dressing.
French dressing.
Brett?
Brett, have you got one?
Sure, I have one.
You got more than
I
one.
know I have more than one. I'm just debating. Oh, that's a terrible answer. I'll say Roquefort dressing.
Roquefort. You have Roquefort, French, and salad. Those are the 3. Do any of those look good, or do you want to dream one up out of your own head?
I think I'll go with salad.
Salad dressing. That was Lynn's answer, right? Let's find out if it's up there. If it is there, where is it? That is the question. Is it under the $100 response? Undressing. I don't mind if we do. Good time. Okay.
It's not undressing, it's UN.
No, it's undressing. That's what they're doing back there. Now, let's see if we get under the salad dressing of the $250 response. Well, we're really striking out here, aren't we, Dan?
I call that
I'm
stuffing.
confident she's going to be all right.
You think she's going to be all right? Audience, you think she picked the right one?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't they make you feel good?
Oh, great.
Yeah, all right. Here's the last chance for salad dressing. May we see the $500 number? Yeah, you got it. Very good. So now you got $500, which means that the least you'll be playing for is 10 times that amount, or $5,000, right?
Right. Now I can fly home.
Oh, she had planned to walk home to St. Louis, but now she's going to fly. Okay, now let's see how much more you're going to win with our second audience match, and here we go. Slide it, old bean. Blank Richard. Blank Richard.
Blank.
All right.
It's not Richard. It's what? I can't see that.
R-I-C-H-A-R-D, a
Good.
proper noun. Blank Richard. Now, you can call them out one at a time.
Richard?
King Richard.
King Richard.
Charles?
Have you got one, Charles?
Poor Richard.
Poor Richard. All right.
Lynn?
Lynn, have you got one? Third position is very difficult, so don't feel too bad if you can't think of one. One may come to you out of, like, as if magic. It will appear out of space.
Just say it.
You saying?
Trust me.
Trust you?
Yeah.
All right, Rich.
I think it's poor, right?
I don't know.
He's pulling your leg. You can't think of one.
He's doing that. Cyril Richard.
Cyril Richard.
That's Cyril Richard there. Okay, she drew a blank on that. It was hard. So you got Poor Richard and King Richard. Do you want one of those?
King.
King Richard is one she chooses. All right, King Richard O'Bain. Where are you? Are you under the $100 number? Poor Richard is there. Naturally, a king wouldn't be under the $100 response, would he?
Oh, yeah.
King's got to go a little higher than that, doesn't he?
Heavens, yes.
I bet anything he's not going to be under the $250, but we're going to check it anyway. So slide it. Little Richard. Little Richard. Did you have that one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, last chance for King Richard. Here is the $500 number. Yeah! Very good. Well, look at you. Yes. Now listen. You've won another $500. We multiply by that by 10 gives you 5,000. Add that to the previous 5,000 you won. You have a pot of $10,000 to shoot for. Now to collect, you've got to choose one celebrity and match that celebrity exactly.
Richard.
All right. Surprise, surprise. King Richard is going to play with you here now. Here we go. Just stand on the tape facing Mecca over here. And I'll get the $5,000 question. $10,000 question. Here it is. Blank and soul. Blank and soul. All right, now he's finished. Now, Lin Man, what answer do you want to give us that will lead to the same answer that Richard has already written on that card? Blank and soul.
Body?
Body and soul. Some of you in the audience are going,
What?
Shh, wait a minute now. Richard, she says body and soul will get you for $10,000.
I was thinking of that song. You've got to have body.
You have a lot of money. Congratulations to Lin Man, $11,000. Look at that in a moment or so, but right now we want you to see these messages. Who's that out there?
I don't have anybody else.
Well, we're all very happy. We're all very happy for Lin Man here, who has won a grand total of $11,000. How do you feel about that?
Stunned.
Yeah, you stunned, yeah. Joey Bishop has something to say. Joey?
She said she wanted to make enough money to fly home. And
Right.
we found out during the commercial break she's got $10,000 and she lives in Burbank.
Yes. You can't fly to Burbank. But we're very, very happy for you. Now, we hope you'll watch King Richard here on Family Feud and that you'll join us next week for another session of Match Game PM when we're going to have another bundle of money and more thrilling celebrities very similar to the ones you see here. Gene Rayburn here. Join us next week. Goodbye.
Get ready to match the stars from Shanana Bowser, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Raleigh, from Dallas, Charlene Slogan, Bill Daly, and Patty Duke Aston, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now, here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rayburn.
Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us here on Match Game PM. You're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
I dare say the sequins were unnecessary.
And which sequence
I did it for you.
Oh, thank you very much. All right.
Gilding
Would you
the
all
lilies.
join me in greeting Tom Nail and Terry Keller? Hello. Welcome to both of you. We want to get acquainted, find out who you are and where you're from. Terry, tell us about yourself, please.
Okay, I'm a second-generation San Diegan, and I work in La Jolla as a cocktail waitress, and I'm also working part-time as a travel agent.
Well, you're a busy lady.
Have
Good
a
luck
couple
to
of
you here,
belts
Terry.
and she'll send you anywhere.
No orders, please.
Pardon?
Tom, what about you? Where are you from?
I'm from down south, a computer programmer for airlines in Atlanta.
Okay.
Hobbies are snow skiing and just having a good time out here visiting some relatives.
Right. There's not much snow around Atlanta, though, is there?
No, we have to go elsewhere for it. But
where do you go?
It's a great city, though. A lot of time in Utah. We've been to Utah a couple of times.
Yes,
Just a hop, skip,
Western
and a jump
skiing.
from there.
Yeah, about a mile away.
Yes.
What is a Peter programmer?
Computer programmer. I'm sorry.
Tom. As we have pointed out many times on the program, older people like Brett have trouble with their vision, with their hearing, and all that. Now, here on Match Game PM, you'll each have 3 opportunities to match as many of those creatures as you possibly can. And the one who's done that most often at the end of the 3rd round, that person will be the winner. And we'll go on to play the Big Money Super Match, which can pay off over $20,000. Here we go. Terry, you want A or B?
A, please.
Terry says she wants A. The Surgeon General has announced he's going to put a warning on all TV sets that says, "Caution, watching blank may make you sick."
Are you drinking again?
The Surgeon General has announced he's going to put a warning on all TV sets that says, "Caution, watching blank may make you sick."
General Hospital.
General Hospital. On account of the blood and the gore
Your
and the
sister's in the
surgery
front
and,
row didn't
all
like
the
you to
bedpans and all. I see. Okay.
Your sister didn't
She
like
says
it.
General Hospital.
And how beautifully this opening segment led into the definitive answer of what's going to make you sick on television, a match game.
No, it
Yeah.
Okay.
I was influenced by...
Excuse me. Excuse me.
He don't get
Don't
out
talk
much.
with a mouthful.
I was influenced by Shannon. I also, he said that this is a winning answer. He said it'd be match game.
I believe it.
We can do without both of you.
I was going to say Reuben Brothers 3-piece suit. So I said match game AM and PM.
You can all be eliminated, you know.
I guess we'll all be going.
Yes, you will.
Before I go, I'll give my answer.
You can be eliminated, too.
Oh,
I don't care how
Just leave the dress.
Yes, and the... No.
What did you
I
say?
put the Bob Newhart Show, I Dream of Jeannie, and Match Game. Any one of those are rotten.
Well, that's 5 people we're not going to have back on this program.
Good, yay!
What do
Then
you
we won't
say?
have a program.
Now, I don't want anyone on this show to be upset. Not this show, the one that I said on my little card here, because I think it's a very good show, but it goes on and on and on and on. The Price is Right.
The Price is Right.
My favorite show.
Your favorite show?
Do I get to stay here? 'Cause
You're
I
okay.
certainly can't go to the Prices Right now.
We can build a whole new panel of celebrities with Patty Duke Aston as the basis for the whole thing. All
That's
right.
right. I can play all the parts.
Right.
Schizo that I am.
Tonto.
Tonto.
Who?
Tonto.
Yes, dear. I didn't say who. She said who.
Well, I knew you had a hearing problem.
So does Thelma Ritter down there in
Yeah.
the 6th C.
Tonto left the Lone Ranger.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
He'll never work again.
You didn't hear about it, did you? He opened an Indian restaurant. When the Lone Ranger came to the door, Tonto said, sorry, Kemo-sabe, but to get in here, you need blank.
Stink.
I hate him.
They stink. That stinks.
Patty?
No.
You waiting for me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yours
All right,
stink.
here we go.
Mine's a definitive
Tonto left the
answer.
Lone Ranger and opened
Oh,
an
okay.
Indian restaurant. When the Lone Ranger came to the door, Tonto said, sorry, Kemo-sabe, but to get in here, you need
A squaw.
a squaw. That's all right. He matches the others who really didn't understand it either. Obviously, no one understands the
Patty,
question.
did you like that answer?
You got
The
it?
answer.
Okay, we'll call on you last.
Oh, okay.
We'll call on Charles last. What do you
Okay,
say?
right on. Terrific.
Huh?
Show us your card.
Heavy, baby.
Oh, I have definitely the definitive answer. War paint.
War paint. Yeah, okay. Don't come back till we call you, Dingbat.
He's had the flu. He hasn't been
He
well.
has the Green Apple Quick Step. He's just pretending.
Oh, I see.
Well, now there was Scout, and there was Tribe, and there was Feathers.
Yeah, those are no better.
And there was Mask,
No
and there
better.
was Horse. But what I chose was Squaw.
All right, that's one for Tom. Oh, we're going to call on you last. And we'll come down here to you. What have you got
I've
here?
heard that one before. He'll never get back to you.
Yes.
I like it, Charlene.
He said a peace pipe. If not that, a bong or something, you know.
A peace pipe.
What's a bong?
It's like bing bong.
I was going to say,
Can we get the door?
I don't know what this means. I was going to say doorknobs or master charge, so I took master charge.
Master charge.
Doorknob would be a very clever answer.
You think
It
you have
also
the
says
definitive
match game.
answer?
Match game.
Okay, you ready for mine?
Go.
I said an American Pony Express card with a silver bullet, or I was going to say Playboy Bunny card, and none of them are any good.
Does that
I
match?
think it's
Interesting.
the
But
jokiest
there is
question
no
I've ever
match
heard.
there because
Yeah, it's a question that's
now
bad.
Charles
Quickly
thinks
they
he had the
turn.
definitive
Don't
answer.
think I have the definitive answer.
All right, I'll
This
read
better
the
be good,
question.
Charles.
I'll read the question one more time for you. Tonto left the Lone
Stinks.
Ranger and opened an Indian restaurant. When the Lone Ranger came to the door, Tonto said, sorry, Kemo-sabe, but to get in here, you need...
Wampum.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, that stinks.
That's it.
Hold it. Wait a minute, America. Does anybody in the audience know what the definitive... That's it, reservation.
Reservation, that matches.
Yes,
oh, boy,
wonderful.
that's good.
All right, we'll get the round through in a moment or so. No, I didn't think of that. Look at that. Watch it. Okay, now we'll go to round two. Tom, your head, you may go first.
I'll take A.
A. Everyone except Brett.
Reservation.
Hey, listen.
That's because she matched.
Right. That
was
Other
good.
people would say that got.
That was good, audience. That was
Yes.
very good.
Squaw,
Now
squaw,
listen to this.
squaw.
Very good.
Are you ready?
Boy, that was so good, everybody. I'll tell you.
Are you ready?
Boy, you are really a wonderful audience. Boy, that's a good audience.
You got a better angle. He's got a much better angle.
He has his dress chains on for the
It's
late
only,
show, I know.
it's only rubber.
Now listen.
Formal wear.
You know the terrible rash you get from touching poison ivy?
No.
Yes, you know about the
Oh, no,
terrible
I don't
you
know
get.
that.
Your
Wait, this is
skin
the
breaks out
question.
and all that. This
I
is
know
the
about
question.
reservations.
I'm talking to you. This is you got to write something.
Okay, I wrote it.
Well,
the answer is
wait a
doorknob.
minute.
Reservation.
Now, wait a minute.
Reservation.
I know that from everybody.
Well,
What I love is how you keep complete control of the situation.
Harvey, this guy Harvey, has an
gonna
even
get
worse
letters.
rash. He got it from blanking poison ivy.
Well, that's the whole question.
What
That's the whole question. Why didn't you listen? Why didn't you listen when I was doing it?
Don't hit her.
Is it okay? It's okay, as he said.
Don't hit me again. I don't like it. When the girls around. We don't hit anybody with cleavage.
Next question. Here's, one more time the question. Shut up. We already are your faces.
I'm being very quiet.
I'm getting a speed.
You know the terrible rash you get from touching poison ivy? This guy Harvey has an even worse rash. He got it from blanking poison ivy.
Did he do that? I told him not to.
These are the nighttime questions, huh?
Right.
Look, I'll be back in the morning.
Tom, you're familiar with the terrible rash you get from touching poison ivy?
Yes.
Right? Now, this guy Harvey has an even worse rash. He got it from blanking poison ivy.
Wearing poison ivy.
Wearing poison ivy.
Oh, what a I like it.
Don't put that down. We'll take it back over there.
Okay.
Let's take good care of it. Oh,
what do you got for
Well, I figured he went to the Indian restaurant and he got it from eating poison ivy.
Eating poison ivy.
Poison ivy, though. Right. Should be poison ivy. That's what confused you.
A little late with reservation, but a nice try.
We have reservations at the Ivy.
Eating. Okay. Tom said wearing poison ivy.
I said eating or kissing.
Eating or kissing poison ivy. All right.
I said he went to bed with poison ivy.
She went to my high school.
She did?
There's a song like that. It's true.
She went to my...
Anybody says it's a stupid answer.
Making love to poison ivy.
I meant in. Making love in poison ivy.
Terry, are you ready for yours? Here it is. Listen, there's an inspirational new book. It's out. It's written by a cannibal.
Oh, this is another question?
Yes.
Oh, we haven't done our 15 minutes of shtick yet, though.
No.
So quick with another question, you're confusing us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
8, 9, 10, yay!
There's our 50 minutes of shtick.
It's
Oh,
an
you're on.
inspirational new book out written by a cannibal. It's called How to Blank Your Fellow Man. Terry, there's this inspirational new book out written by a cannibal. It's called How to Blank Your Fellow Man.
Eat.
How to Eat Your Fellow Man. Okay.
Well, I figured since we just had eat,
yeah,
and since you had it was something that you were going to be a reader of because it was a book, that the answer was digest.
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 Digest. What
That's
do you
different
got?
from eat, huh?
Right.
Oh, don't be cruel.
The eating is simple. It's the digesting that's hard, believe me.
Boil.
How to boil your fellow man.
The correct answer.
All right, Charles.
One for Terry. Darlene.
It was an inspirational book. I read it. How to cook and eat your fellow man.
How to cook and eat. All right.
That's two. Wait, I know we're going to have a little, all right, we're going to have a little problem on this one, but I think I'm right. How to lick your fellow man. Is licking eating? Oh, no, you did an ice cream cone. What do you do with an ice cream cone? What do you swallow it?
Right.
You don't, eating is not, licking is not eating?
No, it's different.
What do you do with an ice cream cone?
Well, that's different.
I'll tell you at home, honey.
All right, Patty.
Sing, Dennis.
Sing, Dennis. Burl.
Burl. Okay, 2-1 the score at the end of round 2. We go to round 3, and Terry, since you're ahead, you have your choice of A or B.
A, please.
A it is. 4 people play. Bowser, Brett, Bill, and Patty.
Bowser,
Weird Willie
Bowser,
has the
Brett,
world's
Bill.
strangest job.
How strange is it?
Yes, sir.
Strange.
Go, baby.
He's an undercover dog catcher. All day long, he stands around disguised as a blank. Weird Willie has the world's strangest job. He's an undercover dog catcher. All day long, he stands around disguised as a...
Fire hydrant.
Fire hydrant. Okay, show us your fire hydrant.
This is my fire hydrant.
There it is. What do you got?
Moving along together. fire hydrant.
Another one for her. And you, sir?
How about fire hydrant?
How about fire hydrant? How about those? 5 for her. And that's another one. And she had it, too. Now, Tom, the best you could do is achieve a tie, but you can do that by matching 5 stars. Here we go. At the funeral, it took over an hour to close Old Man Periwinkle's coffin because Old Man Periwinkle was blank. Anytime, Bowser. Remember, you're the college graduate.
Oh.
You're just playing the part of the dummy.
Come over here and say that. Oh, after the question. Oh, Gene, it's only rubber.
Right answer.
It's only rubber. A man at another network made that 5 years ago for $110.
At the funeral, it took over an hour to close Old Man Periwinkle's coffin because Old Man Periwinkle was...
Still alive.
Still alive. All right.
Oh, you said it already?
Still alive.
Just in the nick of time.
Yeah, I said sitting up.
Sitting up.
You'd have to be alive to be sitting up.
I had trouble sitting
Oh, wait a minute. Is that a man or not? That's not a man. Okay, that means Terry Keller wins again. What else do they have here? Alive. Alive, standing up.
Alive,
okay.
alive.
All right, come on down, Terry. And what we got? Right there, please. Tom, many gifts coming your way. With us here on Match Game. Tom Nail, ladies and gentlemen. I will send him off and send a message for you. Hurry back. See how much money she wins. Here we go.
Okay.
Terry Keller, ready?
Yeah.
There it is. We polled a studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Folding blank. $500 for you if you match the most popular answer. $250 for the second most popular. $100 for the third. 3 of the 6 stars will assist you, but call on the ones with a bright look on their faces.
Bowser?
Bowser.
Me?
Yeah.
I had a bright look on my face. I love you. Folding chair.
There's one. Charles was asleep.
I took Charlie's answer, I think. Yeah.
What you and Brett have in the trunk of the car on the way to Encino, folding cot.
He really reached for that one, didn't he?
Okay, stick with the men. How about Bill?
Oh, bye, you devil.
No, table's too much like that. Folding table, folding money.
Folding up.
Folding money. Folding up.
Folding money.
Folding money. Let's do that.
Folding money. So you have folding money, folding cot, folding chair. You may choose one of those or give us one of your own. What would you like to do?
Chair.
Folding chair.
Yeah, very good.
All right. Let's find out if it's up there. We'll begin by revealing the $100 response. Folding money is there. Let's see if we got a folding chair under the next one, please. Folding paper. It looks pretty good for you, my dear. Here we go with the big one. Go.
Big in Japan.
Folding chair there. Very good. All right. Now that means the least you'll play for is $5,000.
Okay.
But we got one more audience match for you, and we'll see how much more money you can win. All right, here it is. Answer the blank. Answer the blank. All right.
Okay, Charlene, please.
The question.
All right, there's one.
Patty.
Answer the man.
Answer the man.
I
All right.
don't know.
And Brett, please.
Just a minute, sweetheart. Answer the door.
All
Oh,
right,
that's
we
very
got-
good.
Answer the door, answer the question, answer the man. Do you want one of those?
Question.
Yes, I'll take question.
Answer the question. That was Charlene.
Answer the
Let's
phone.
see if we got answer the question under the $100 response. Answer the door is there. That was one they gave you. Let's see the next one, please. Answer the phone. I think you did it again, by Jove. Let's find out right now. Yes, you did.
I've been down here. Hey, I thought
Another $500 means another $5,000 added to the previous. It's $10,000 you're playing for, but you're going to spin the star wheel. You can double it to $20,000. Good luck and go. It must make one complete revolution. Bowser, get set. Here we go. Stand right there and face this way. Thank you. And good luck to you for $10,000. Here it is. Benjamin Blank. Benjamin Blank.
Oh, is that new music?
All right. Now, he's written his answer on the card. If you give us the same answer, you get $10,000. What do you say?
Franklin.
You say Franklin. Bowser? He says Benjamin Franklin will match you for the $10,000. $11,000 all together. Fine? All right. Now, here's a little message for you.
Okay, we got it. Yeah.
Listen, she could have said Benjamin Moore. She could have said Benjamin Harrison, but
Benjamin
she didn't.
Schwartz.
She said
Benjamin
Franklin.
Britten.
She's got $11,000, and we'll see you next week on Match Game PM. Goodbye.
Some contestants... Uniquely natural spray available in regular and extra hold and well-priced conditioning setting lotion. The setting lotion, the conditions as you set. And a portable radio on Popeyes. Fun, delicious, a terrific freeze at home treat. 12 bars and assorted flavors. Treat your youngsters with refreshing Popeyes. And a T-shirt and Armor All Protectant slows aging on vinyl, rubber, wood, plastic, or leather. Protect things worth keeping with Armor All Protectants. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game PM, a Mark Goodson, Bill Topman production. Get ready to match the stars from Carter Country, Geach Cook, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, from What's Happening, Mabel King, from Flying High, Ken Olson, and Marsha Wallace, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now, here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Randers.
John, already out there. Thank you for joining us here on Match Game PM. You're going to be glad you did, because we have some beautiful people on this here now stage. I greet you, and thank you for joining us. Good evening to you. Now, would you join me in greeting Diane McCain and Bob Henry? Applause. I'd like to find out a little bit about each of you before we begin. Bob, we'll begin with you. You can tell us anything you like about old Bob Henry. He's a good old boy, right?
He is. I live in La Jolla.
Time's up. Thank you very much, Bob. Oh, you live in La Jolla?
Live in La Jolla.
That's a beautiful place.
Little southern town in California.
Right.
I have 5 children. They're all graduated from college and are happily married. And this year, my wife and I took our savings, bought a boat, started in Mexico, went up to Alaska, and we're on our way back now, and had a wonderful time.
Well, congratulations to you for doing something different like that. Isn't that marvelous? Okay. Good luck to Bob Henry. Now, this young lady, Diane, tell us about you.
Well, I'm a native Californian, which is a rarity. I'm single. I live in Van Nuys.
That's one offer.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm an accountant for a real estate company. I'm a season ticket holder for the Dodgers and the Kings. Big sports fan. And I have 2 kittens at home who watch the show, if you can believe that one.
Wonderful. Cats love us, don't they? Yes. Okay, good luck to both of you. Now, here on Match Game PM, you'll each have 3 opportunities to match as many of our stars as you possibly can. The one who does that most often at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner, and that person will go on to play the big money super match, which can pay off over $20,000. Oh, boy, good luck. Here we go. Bob Henry, A or B?
B, please.
B for Bob, he says. Jim said, I just saw a very strange movie that takes place in a delicatessen. It's a love story about a bagel that falls in love with a blank. Love story about a bagel that falls in love with a blank. Here we go, Bob. Jim said, I just saw a very strange movie that takes place in a delicatessen. It's a love story about a bagel that falls in love with a blank.
Lox.
A lox. Well, they go together. Bagel that fell in love with some lox there. What do you say, Geach?
I thought there was something fishy about that answer, but I said
You said lox, too. All right. Are there other possibilities in round 1 questions?
Well, I went for the big time. I said salami.
Wonderful. That's one of the other good possibilities. I love you in basic black, my dear.
Thank you.
You look smashing. Don't
Dracula thinks so, too.
Why do I
matzo ball.
Matzo ball? You said a bagel that falls in love with a matzo ball.
That has a nice ring to it, like a Woody Allen type.
That's right. No, that is a Woody Allen style thing. All right. It's a love story about a bagel that falls in love with a...
With cream cheese yet. Lox.
Lox with cream cheese. Okay, Mabel. What do you say to this, Ken Olson?
Well, that's a medley from my hometown of Dorchester. We used to have it every Sunday night. Lox!
All right. You're doing okay, Bob. You got 3 so far. Let's see if you capture Marcia.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you may. It says it's a recurring dream. Sausage.
Yes, of course. That's a wonderful answer.
Bagels and sausages.
Right. All right. Diane, you ready for yours?
Yeah.
Here it is. Tom said, my car is really old. Little slow, but will improve as time goes on. My car is really old. In fact, the owner's manual is written in blank. The owner's manual is written in blank.
We don't ever have to show him.
I just want him to put his card in the slot.
Here we go. Tom said, my car is really old. In fact, the owner's manual is written in blank.
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit. Okay, Diane. Y'all know about that in East Texas, right?
We don't hardly write in the sand at all. We find it doesn't make for lasting novels, but I tell you what does is stone. If you write it in stone. It was an old car.
It was written in stone, right. Carved in stone there. What do you say to this?
I say there are a lot of good writers coming out of Texas in the last 10 years, and I said Sanscripto.
Sanscripto, there's one.
You took my heart.
Hello there. Chuck, you ready for yours?
Let Mabel do the numbers. Sanskrit.
Okay, there it is. Charles doesn't want Brett to do the numbers. He wants you to do them instead, Mabel.
I'll sing for you, darling.
Okay.
It was written in script, as in Sanskrit. What is the matter? What's the
Wait,
matter?
hold.
What's wrong, darling?
You got the buzz.
I say, huh?
Script.
Sanskrit?
Is not Sanskrit, yeah. Okay. Yeah, just checking with you.
That's how they are, honey.
That's how they are. It's a hard
Now,
world.
she won't do the
Ken,
vocal.
are you flabbergasted?
Flabbergasted? Yes.
Let's see your flabbergasted
Very old.
expression.
Ding, 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 Sanskrit.
There it is. All right. 3-3 score. Hello, darling.
Hello, my dear. Given my fiery Italian nature, I said Latin.
Latino. Now, that's another good possibility.
Yeah.
Latin, Sanskrit, any of the ancient tongues is okay. So, end of round 1, we got a tie score. 3-3. Round 2 coming up right after this. here we have a tie score here. We'll go to round 2, and since the score is tied and he went first last time, we thought you might want to go first this time.
Okay, I'll take 8, please.
You want 8? All right. Here's a match game riddle for you. How do you tell Zsa Zsa Gabor's age?
You
The
don't.
answer, you count her blanks. Only 3 people play. You are not one. You play.
Unfortunately, I'm one of
Mabel,
them.
you play. And Geach plays. All right, Diane. A match game riddle. How do you tell Zsa Zsa Gabor's age? The answer, you count her blanks.
2 good answers, but I'll take diamonds.
Diamonds?
Diamonds.
What was your other answer?
Husbands.
Husbands was your other answer? I think you blew it, Diane.
Yeah, I know, I think I did.
Hello, Geach.
I thought husbands times 7.
Husbands times 7. That's one way of doing it. Okay, Diane. Let's see what Mabel has.
Darling, always go for the man. Husbands.
Husband. Marcia,
I just love my answer.
You love your answer.
You know, I'm not playing in a vacuum, and it's wrong, but I love it anyway. Count her rings, like rings around a tree.
Aha! Very good. Had a double meaning. Excellent. All right. Bob, are you ready for yours?
Ready.
Here's what it says. After Dave built his hot air balloon, he needed lots of hot air to fill it up, so he took it to blank. You don't play? You don't. Geach, you don't play this. Here it is.
Oh, I like it. What's that woman's name who does the speed reading?
Oh, Evelyn Wood. Evelyn Wood.
Evelyn Wood. If we could just get Charles into Evelyn Woods, it would be so helpful.
Bob, after Dave built his hot air balloon, he needed lots of hot air to fill it up, so he took it to blank.
I'm really stuck for an answer about that. Gabby.
Gabby. Any Gabby person.
Any Gabby.
There's one really excellent answer to this, Bob, which you will hear in a moment or so from Brett Summers.
Brett Summers, isn't she lovely?
She's lovely.
I said Washington.
Yeah. Never had lots of hot air, Bob? That's right. What'd you say?
No, that's...
Matzo ball. That was the previous question.
Congress.
Congress. Another good answer. And you, my dear, what do you have to offer for old Bob Henry?
It eluded me.
It did?
So I went to my old stand by Howard Cosell.
Oh, of course. Now, there's a lot of logic to that. When in doubt, you just write
Yes.
Howard Cosell.
For anything.
All right. Okay, the score is still tied. Diane went first last time, so Bob, we'll ask you to go first this time.
8, please.
8 is. Let's see what we have now. Brett, Charles, and Marcia. Dumb Donald is really dumb. B minus. He thought the Super Bowl was a giant blank. That's how dumb Donald was. Dumb Donald really dumb. He thought the Super Bowl was a giant blank. Okay. Bob Henry is chuckling at his answer, and he hasn't even said it yet. Bob, Dumb Donald is really dumb.
Wait and hold it, sweetness. There we
Dumb
go.
Donald is really dumb. He thought the Super Bowl was a giant blank.
Potty. Toilet.
Potty or toilet? Okay. They're a bunch of weirdos. You're cheering toilets. Hello there, Brett.
He thought the Super Bowl was a giant toilet bowl.
Oh, yeah, right. They think about it, too.
I said toilet also.
Okay. We're up to 5. We need one more to get on.
One more, Tweety?
That's right. Got it. Okay. Now, Diane, the best you can do is achieve a tie. Well, you can do that by matching all 3 celebrities you haven't matched so far. Harry said, I am never going back to that rotten doctor. He gave me some pills that were supposed to shrink my sinuses, but instead they shrank my blank.
I think the audience is weird.
Yeah.
Who writes the questions?
Oh, faster than a speeding bullet. Faster than a speeding bullet.
Did you ever get the feeling you're too smart for the room?
What is it? What? What is he doing there? What, Charles, what are you doing?
He does it right.
Oh, I put it inside, yeah. It's all coming back.
Now you remember how dumb.
Are we on?
Okay, here we go. Harry said, I'm never going back to that rotten doctor. He gave me some pills that were supposed to shrink my sinuses, but instead they shrank my blank.
Brain.
Brain. Okay, you need 3 brains here. Shows your brain, Geach.
I thought seat of all learning.
Oh, dear, no. No match. That means Bob Henry wins the game. What do you have? Nose and Jen are Mabel and okay, come on. Diane, we thank you very much for being here on Match Game PM. To show our appreciation, we're going to send some gifts your way. Diane McCain, ladies and gentlemen, we'll spin her off and spin a commercial for you. And you come back and see how much money Bob Henry wins. Here we go with Bob Henry.
We have plenty of time.
It's time now for the Big Money Super Match, Bob, where you can win over $20,000. And to do that, we have 2 audience matches for you. And if you're ready for it, we'll go with the first one. We polled a studio audience in this very room, a very high IQ bunch like these. And we said, write down your best answer to this. I wish I was blank. Now, if you match the answer they wrote down most frequently, we give you $500. For matching their second most popular answer, $250. And then if you match a third, $100. Nothing to it. Now, you can get some help from 3 of our 6 stars. Brett?
I wish I was in Dixie. Away.
I wish I was in Dixie.
Charles?
I wish I...
Hey, now, Brett, you leave him alone. Go ahead, Charles, do your act. Or whatever. Hello, Charles. Charles.
I wish I was a sunbeam.
I wish I was a sunbeam. You will always be a sunbeam in my eyes, Charles. One more.
Mabel.
Mabel, have you got one?
I wish I was dead.
Oh, all right. We should be glad to oblige. Bang! You dead. Okay. There they are, Bob. You got I wish I was dead, I wish I was a sunbeam, and I wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. And I'm not cut. Thank you very much for your kind attention there. You want one of those?
Well, let's see. Yes.
What do you want to do, Bob?
I wish I was in Dixie.
Dixie. Okay, that's what we want. Let's go down to the bottom and reveal the $100 number. I wish I was dead is Mabel's answer. That came up there. Don't cry, Mabel.
Must have been a fun group that day.
We want Dixie is what we're after. May we see the next one, please? I wish I was rich. That's a pipe dream.
Rich too.
Yeah, don't we all? All right, last chance for Dixie. Slide the big one. Yeah! Boy. Okay. Now, Bob, you've won the $500, which means the least we'll be playing for is 10 times that amount, or $5,000. But you got another audience match, and we'll see how much more you'll win with that one. All right, may we see it, please? Leaping blank.
Oh.
You can call on 3 again.
I'd like to stay with Mabel.
You want to stay with Mabel?
Lizards.
Leaping lizard.
Brett.
Oh, leaping. There's leaping lizards, leaping frog.
Leaping frog. Okay.
Charles.
Sunbeam.
I really...
Leaping sunbeam.
I really don't like a show that hasn't got a sunbeam. Anyway, in honor of my friend named Horn, Leaping Lena.
Leaping Lena. Okay. Leaping Lena, leaping lizards, and leaping frogs. You can choose one of those again or give us one of your own, Bob.
No. Leaping, I like the lizards.
You like lizards? You think he's right? Okay, we'll find out if he's right and if you're right. We'll begin at the bottom. You're going to be sorry. You talked him into lizards, you know. If he blows the money, it's your fault. And we're going to walk among you and take up a collection. All right, let's slide the $100 number. Leaping Lena. It's there. Wonderful. Sorry.
Believe it. Oh, how wonderful.
Charles.
I hope Patty Duke saw that.
No,
That's acting.
Just a bit overdone, if I may
Bad
say so,
acting.
Charles. There. Bring it down just a mite, if you would, please. May we see the next one? Leaping frogs. Okay. That was Brett's answer. All right, we want lizards. Lizards is what we're after. Go with a big one for $500. Yeah, boy, Bob. All right. Now you won another $500. We multiply that by 10, which means another $5,000 added to the previous $5,000 you won. The least you'll play for is $10,000. However, you can double your money and play for $20,000 right now if you have a lucky spin of the star wheel. If the blue light stays on when the wheel stops, you will have doubled your money. Give a go. Good luck, Bob Henry. Let's hope you get the double. All right. Now, Ken Olson, I don't want you to be nervous.
No, I'm not.
No. It's only $20,000.
$20,000.
It represents everything to this man.
An entire week.
It will be in his entire life savings and everything to him, so don't be nervous, Ken.
And you do want to ride on his boat, don't you?
Okay, face me if you would, please, sir. And good luck to you. Here it is. For $20,000. Grandma Blank. Grandma Blank, and we appreciate your enthusiasm, but don't say the answer because it may be a wrong one and lead him astray, and then... All finished, eh? Okay, Bob. Grandma Blank. Give us the answer that matches his.
Moses.
Grandma Moses. Yeah, sounds reasonable to me. Let's find out now from Ken Olson if you win the $20,000 or not. Ken, it's up to you.
Pressure. Moses!
He's come back and help you celebrate in a moment or so while we do a little business with America. Attaboy, Bob! You can buy another boat. There's your winning souvenir card. Well, we have a very happy fellow here on the stage, Bob Henry, who is shaking hands and thanking everyone, and he's happy because he has a total of $21,000 to his credit here. And I don't know, what plans do you have for that amount of money, Bob?
Well, basically, I've been unemployed all year. And it'll go for household expenses.
It will.
You bet.
Okay. Well,
My wife might have other ideas.
Okay. Well, I hope she does. And I hope you'll join us next week for Match Game PM when we'll try to give away another big bundle of money like this, and we'll have another bunch of stars as we have here tonight on Match Game PM. Gene Rayburn, goodbye.
Shirley Berghoff. Brett Summers. Charles Nelson Riley. From Richman Foreman, Susan Sullivan. From Family Feud, Richard Dawson. And Joyce Beulah Fox. As we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rivers.
Johnny Olsen and Brown. Got a lively bunch out there.
You told me to wear a suit. Look at Stanley.
We got a lively bunch here. Now let's say hello to our two players, Stan Rothy and Janet McKnight. We welcome both of you. Want to find out a little bit about each of you. First, Janet, we'll begin with you.
I live in Glendale, but I'm really from Wills Point, Texas, and I have a husband, James, and a little boy, Joshua.
James. That's a 9-syllable word, the way she says it. Ah, the husband, James. Okay, Janet, good luck to you.
Thank you.
And Stan. Stan, you're a walking jewelry shop. Hold up your wrist. Show him your wrist there. Look at that. Is that your hobby?
No, it's my business.
Oh, it's your business?
I'm an Indian trader.
Oh, you are? You're under arrest, Stan. Where do you live?
Hermosa Beach.
Uh-huh. Are there any Indians out there?
No, I get them from Arizona.
He trades Indians from Arizona. Who do you trade them to? What do you... What?
Anyone with money.
I see. Well, you're pretty decked out, Stan. Nice to have you with us. Good luck to you, too. May I point out to each of you that here on Match Game PM, you'll each have 3 chances to match as many of our celebrities as you can, and the one who's done that most often at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner. Have an opportunity to go on to play for possibly $10,000. Okay. Janet, we'll ask you to make the first selection. You may have A or B.
B.
B it is, she says. Here we go. Hey, I have a letter to Dear Abby. It says, Dear Abby, my husband thinks he's a tree. What should I do? Sign, Tree's wife. Dear Tree's wife, blank him. Okay. Dear Tree's wife, blank him. Shh. Well, I don't know, it might. Okay. I'll walk over here to Janet McKnight.
Wait a minute. It's the easy words I forget to spell.
Change his mind. Ready. Letter here to Dear Abby. Dear Abby, my husband thinks he's a tree. What should I do? Signed, Tree's wife. Dear Tree's wife, blank him.
Climb him?
Climb him. Well, climb him. She said, climb him. Climb him.
Is she from Maine?
What do you say?
Mainly from Texas. I said, walk your dog by him.
Wow.
That's not even... That's a terrific line.
That's a marvelous answer, Janet.
I wish I'd said climb.
Climb.
She's worse than Fanny, isn't she?
For a second, I thought she was a chemist. Said clone him.
I'm sorry, I said plant.
Plant him. Charles?
I said trim him.
Trim him. And what's this little old Southern belle say down here?
I said prune him.
Prune?
Prune play on words.
Little play. I got that. What'd you say?
I said son of Pruine.
Pruine. My husband thinks he's a tree. What should I do? Sign, Tree's wife. Dear Tree's wife, climb him.
I love climbing.
I
love that.
What'd you say?
I love climb, but I was barking up the wrong tree. I said plant.
Plant. Tree was already planted, you see. Well, they didn't understand as well as you did, Janet. You're the smartest one on this whole stage, including me. Hey, did you hear about the world's thinnest book? I'm going to tell you about it. Okay. It's called How to Have a Successful Marriage. It's written by blank. World's thinnest book. How to have a successful... Written by blank. Okay, Stan. Did you hear about the world's thinnest book? It's called How to Have a Successful Marriage. It's written by...
Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney is a good one. How many's he had, Stan? He's had 7. Mickey's had 7.
Well, who's counting?
Yes, he's had 8, but who's counting? What do you say?
Being in the jewelry business, I thought he would say Jaja.
Jaja. Yes. I guess she's... what do you say?
Don't say it. We're going to get letters. A nun. Well, it would be the thinnest book, right?
That's true, because they don't get married. I see your logic
You get that
there.
little play.
Not necessarily.
Here we go.
I said the woman on my right.
The woman on the right.
I was married for 21 years.
Well, your answer was excellent, his was excellent, and now we're going downhill. The world's thinnest book, How to Have a Successful Marriage, written by...
This is for you, Brett. Charles Nelson Riley.
Thank you, Susan. What a wonderful person you turned out to be.
Oh, we got a liver there. What do you say?
Jaja, darling.
Oh,
She's married
darling.
6 times, I think.
6 times?
Yeah.
Really?
They have plastic rice for the wedding.
Yeah. No, nothing personal, Joyce, in this question.
How many times has Joyce been
Only
married?
3.
My writer collaborated with your writer.
Yeah.
The book.
And?
A monk.
A month. Well, okay, so there's round 1, and we have no score, as you can plainly see. But we've got lots more game for you after this. Oh, here we go. Push the button. Reveal our second round questions. Janet went first last time, so Stan, you go first this time.
A.
You want A?
Please.
Okay. Shake your jewelry. Here we go. The inventor said... After I assembled the bionic woman, she was too light, so I filled her blank with lead. After I assembled the bionic woman, she was too light, so I filled her blank with lead.
So I feel... Oh, I get it, huh?
You get it, huh? All right, here we go, Stan. The inventor said, after I assembled the bionic woman, she was too light, so I filled her blank with lead.
Fanny.
Her fanny with lead. He said I filled her fanny with lead. But you changed your mind at the last minute?
Right.
You had fanny and threw it away.
Right. I said boobs. That's why they called her hard-hearted Hannah.
Okay, Gare. Now you, Brett.
Rump.
That's an interesting new word. What do we got?
Bionic buns.
Her buns. So, Stan, you got 2. Bionic buns. Well, dear me. Hello, Susan.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm terrific.
Good.
I changed it at the last minute, too, and I'm very glad I did, because I said bottom.
You got bottom. That's 3 for Stan. Gonna help him out here?
I only wish I could. I went for the old bionic boob.
The bionic boob.
Just like you.
Benita, my darling. After I assembled a bionic woman, she was too light, so I filled her bottom or fanny with lead.
I never heard of getting the lead out of your boobs.
No. I never did
I
either.
have heard of getting the lead out of your fanny, though.
Okay. That's 4 for him. Now, Janet, we've got this one for you. Gloria said, I think that photographer I went to used to be a doctor. Before he took my picture, he told me to blank.
Got it.
Got it. He's got it. Okay. Ready?
Are we almost ready to go?
Yes, we are ready to go.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, sweetness. I'm ready.
What are you doing? Okay.
Go.
Gloria said, I think that photographer I went to used to be a doctor. Before he took my picture, he told me to...
Take my clothes off.
Take my clothes off. Okay? She said, take my clothes off.
I would first like to say we make a lot of fun of accents, but that has got to be one of the most charming accents.
Very charming. You are absolutely right, Gary.
Undress.
Undress, or take her clothes off. That's 1 for her. Score is now 4-1. Brett?
I can make fun of Texas accents because my children's godmother's from Fort Worth, so it's all right. You close to Fort Worth?
Yes?
I said, remove all my clothing, including my shoes.
What do you say?
Can't you bring all this out in hardcover for Christmas?
It is.
I said, take my clothes off and call.
If you take your clothes off, you don't cough, you sneeze. What'd you say, little girl? That doctor used to be a photographer, used to be a doctor. Before he took my picture, he told me to take my clothes off. Undress. What a question. Score is tied now 4-4.
I use the medical term disrobe.
Disrobe, yeah. Right.
The Prime Minister.
And Joyce?
I don't know any medical terms, so I said undress.
Undress. You got them all. Now, we go to our third and final round. And Stan, you're going to have a selection here, A or B, because she's matched all of the celebrities, and you got to catch up with her.
A.
A. You're going to try and catch up with her. Now, there are 2 people to play, Gary and Richard. And here it is.
Frickin' frack.
At the church. At the church, Mildred said, I can see this is going to be a very unusual wedding. The bride's father is wearing a blank.
Perfect.
All right, those 2 gentlemen are ready. We come to Stan. At the church, Mildred said, I can see this is going to be a very unusual wedding. The bride's father is wearing a blank.
A gun.
A what?
A gun.
A gun. Shotgun wedding, apparently, is what he had in mind. Now, you must match both Gary and Richard to stay in the game. You say gun, we'll match him. What do you say?
Sorry, I work with Jamie Farr. I said a dress.
A dress. And what do you say? He said dress, too. Congratulations. Okay. Wait a minute. Just stand right there on the adhesive tape, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Going to shake this man's hand and thank him for coming in. Now, where are you from again?
Hermosa Beach.
Hermosa Beach. And you sell Indians. You're a remarkable man there. You make that stuff yourself. Stan, I'm not finished talking to you. Don't go, Stan. Stan, where are you going? Okay, Stan. All right for you. Well, listen. You got a chance to win a lot of loot here. But before we get into the big part, the big money part here, we're going to do a little message for America. Here we go. Time now for the big money super match where you can win over $10,000. And to do that, we have 2 audience matches for you. And I want to point out to you that whatever you win here in these audience matches, you'll have a chance to multiply by 10. And that's the real amount you'll be playing for. We polled a recent studio audience, Janet. We got their best response to this. Blank gut.
Oh, wow.
Now, the answer they gave most frequently will get you $500 if you match it. Now, if you match their second most popular answer, you get $250, and then matching the third one gets you $100. And let's see who will give you some good answers here.
Richard. Well, something I have at home.
What's that?
It's a great big ball of catgut. They make tennis rackets out of it, you know.
Really?
Yeah, catgut. Now, you take my word for it.
Sure.
You laugh now.
Okay.
Well, you didn't laugh.
No, I didn't laugh at all.
Just make
I'm serious. This is a very serious show, Richard.
I guarantee you it's money in the bank.
Catgut. Okay, that's his answer.
Brett. What I have been drinking for years and has done me no harm at all. Right back. You don't stop jumping on, I'm going to kill you.
He is too much. One more.
Charles.
I don't need
Charles.
Try dog's gut.
No, I have several. I could go with, in honor of that great general, Blood and Gut.
No, that's Blood and Guts.
Well, this was a very small general.
Oh, I see.
I will go in with Pull In Your Gut.
Pull In Your Gut.
Which is the name of a 1934 song. You remember that in the Ronald Coleman movie.
The sequel.
Pull In Your Gut.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Yeah.
Pull In Your Gut.
Okay. All right. I got you. We got the point, Charles. Stand up there, pulling a suck in your gut. Oh, it's not pulling, suck in your gut. Anyway, there they are. You got pull in your gut. Oh, dear. I can't believe I'm standing on the stage in front of America saying pull in your gut.
Summertime now.
Rat gut and cat gut. Now, you can choose one of those, honey, or give us one of your own. What is your pleasure?
Cat gut.
There you go. Now, Gene, you're a tennis player. You know that's what they make the strings of tennis
That's
rackets.
right. Yeah. You mean really?
Did you not know that?
I'm switching to nylon because I think it's cruel and inhuman punishment.
Well, it's not really from a cat.
Oh, it isn't.
From a human being.
Oh. We're looking for a little cat gut. May we see the $100 number? Beer gut.
That's sort of
That's what Charles has.
Croquet mallet.
That's right. That's pulling in your... Okay, let's see if we get a little cat gut on the $250 number. Rat gut is Brett's answer.
Now, will you remember what a shock went through the audience when I gave that southern answer?
Yeah.
Now,
frankly, I disbelieved it myself.
Really?
Yes,
well,
I
just
did.
have faith, as little Janet did.
All right.
And pull in your...
Earl.
That's what they stay up with.
Change it. All right, Earl, slide it. Let's see it. Can't get it in. Congratulations. Well,
Lord Riley.
Well. Those Southern
I
girls
wish
are
I said
powerful.
dog cut.
Yes.
Beat me in pieces.
Now, listen, Janet, you won $500, which means the least you'll be playing for is 10 times that amount, or $5,000. Now we're going to see how much more money you'll win with your second audience match. Okay, Earl, let her rip. Love and blank. Now, let's see what we'll get from our celebrity.
Richard.
Love and cat gut. No. Love and marriage.
Love and marriage, love and marriage.
Take your pick.
Charles.
Love and...
Yeah, I don't know, dear, but...
Love and...
Love and General Patton. Try that.
No, love and... Well, I don't know. I've got so many lovely things coming in the mail here. I say... Love and...
Love and... Well, I guess it seems to be love and money. Thank you.
Love and money.
Love and money.
That's a
Thank
rotten
you very
answer.
much.
Now, one more.
Brett.
Brett who?
Brett, you.
Oh, now wait a minute.
Listen, Brett, there's one obvious good one. Now,
All
say
right,
it.
all right, I've got it.
What?
Love and marriage. Love and...
Love and divorce.
Oh, what?
Love and divorce.
She's been through that. Come on now.
Love and hate.
All right.
What's the good one?
Well, I can't say the good one until she's made a choice here. Love and hate, love and money, and love and marriage. Now, those are the three. Now, it's your option here, Janet, to choose one of those, or if you think you've got a better one, give us that one.
Love and marriage.
Love and marriage.
Thanks, darling.
Love and war.
Love and marriage is good, but you know what's going to be up there?
What?
Love and kisses.
Really?
No way! I'll bet you
Oh,
a
you
side
ain't
bet
won.
a
The
quarter.
cat gut
I'll bet
wasn't
you
gonna be there,
20
right?
I'll bet
No
you
way,
25
love.
cents. Here we go.
I'll bet that is up.
All right, may we see the $100 number? Love and hate.
Oh.
All right, that was
up
Brett's
there, too.
answer.
Who said that?
We're looking for love and marriage. May we see the $250 number, Earl?
Ha-ha.
Love and kisses is up there.
Now, are you ready to apologize to Texas?
Earl, you don't change it this time. You're really fired. Just look for another job.
Hey.
I don't want to see love and marriage, Earl. I don't want to see it. That's all there is to it.
Come on, Janet. Keep your fingers crossed.
All right, go.
We've got to stop me. Run on back to him now.
Janet, you won another $500. We multiply that by 10. Makes 5,000. Add that to the previous. You're not even listening to me here. I don't know why I say all this. You add another 5 means you got a pot of $10,000 to shoot for. Now, Janet, we can't give you the money until you match one celebrity exactly. Now, you have to choose one now.
Richard.
Okay. Can
Now,
you
I
stand
don't
it?
kiss on the first date.
You don't kiss on the... I mean, could you stand another win?
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed that.
Oh,
Come on,
all
let's
right.
do it.
Here it is. This is worth $10,000.
Okay.
Here we go. Now, get your ESP going over to him. Think Richard Dawson and how he would answer this. Pine blank. pine blank. Okay, Janet. What answer would you give us now?
Pine cone.
She said, what's that? Yeah, you can look. Pine cone, she says, will match you for $10,000. What do you say to that?
No, darling, we did okay up until here. Then I got the pine tree.
Pine tree. Well, they were close, you know, because the pine cones are in the pine tree, aren't they now?
Right.
They are. Janet, you've got a grand total of $1,000, which you've won. We congratulate you for that. Thank you very much. Janet McKnight. Now, this message for you. Come back. Join us next week for Match Game PM. We'll have more gay celebrities like these. A great deal of money to give away. Gene Rayburn here. Goodbye.
Some contestants will receive Record a Call Lady. Improves it by DuPont. And Bardol Oil Supplement. Its exclusive polar attraction formula bonds to critical surfaces, reducing friction and wear in your car's engine. Bardol, run with us. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game PM, a Mark Goodson, Bill Trotman production. Get ready to match the stars from our magazine. Gary Collins, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, from Ladies and Up, Susan Richardson, Richard Paul, and from Flo, George Bulifant, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now, here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rayburn.
Hello, John. What's going on here? Same bunch? Oh, thanks. Thank you for joining us here on Match Game PM. How do you do, all?
How do you do?
Hi, darling.
Stars are beautiful, aren't they? Beautiful stars?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're wonderful looking. Now, let's greet Ellen Shepard and Ron Prendergast. Applause, applause, applause. Applause, applause, applause. Applause. Okay. Hello there.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We want to demonstrate to you that we're very friendly and not hostile. So, I'm going to kiss you both on the lips. Want to find out about you, Ron. Tell us who you are and where you're from.
I'm from just north of Boston. I'm a firefighter. Have been for 20 years. I have been married for 25 years. We've been traveling this beautiful state for our anniversary.
Really? Happy 25th anniversary to you, Ron. Your wife here?
Yes, she's right out there.
Hello there. There she is.
Isn't that good?
Very young-looking chick you got for that 25 years there. Isn't she pretty? There she is, right there in the first row.
Grandmother, too.
A grandmother? You got to put a little gray in your hair to convince me, my dear. All right, that's Ron. How about Ellen?
I'm married. I have a little girl. I live in Lodi, which is the great capital of the world. I like to plant things, and I babysit for a living, sort of a living, and I'm happy to be here.
Now, here on Match Game PM, you'll each have 3 opportunities to match as many of the dingbats as you possibly can. And the one who's done that most often at the end of the third round will be the winner and go on to play the big money super match, which can pay off over $20,000. How about that? A or B, Ron?
I'll take A, please.
A. Ron says he wants A, and this is what it says. Lenny said, "You know you're living in a bad neighborhood when the welcome wagon lady arrives in a blank."
Okay, hon, go for it, baby.
Lenny said, "You know you're living in a bad neighborhood when the welcome wagon lady arrives in a blank."
An armored truck.
An armored truck. That's okay. Now, he thought that through very carefully.
He sure did.
Armored truck is good.
You know, I thought of a hearse, but then it occurred to me that she couldn't be all that bad, so I said armored car.
Aha!
I didn't say that. I said riding a bicycle wearing a bulletproof vest.
Very cute. All right, 2 goodies so far.
It's a very personal remark. Now, I don't want an argument. This is a match.
Don't argue with them. Don't argue with them.
I'm sorry.
All right?
So close. An armored truck.
Super Ron. Unusual to get that many in the first round. You're living in a bad neighborhood when the welcome wagon lady arrives in a...
Well, I matched Gary, though, instead of Hearst.
A
Well, I said
hearse.
Hearst, but
Said a Hearst, and she asked me how to spell it, and I changed the T to an E because I'm a nice fellow. Hello, Richard.
We'll be the judge of that.
She should have said, "Thank you, Gene, for doing that."
Thank you.
But it wouldn't help
Tank
Ron
is an
at
excellent
all.
answer.
No.
Tank. Yeah. Armored car, tank are both good. Yes.
You're going to be so surprised. I got it right.
Wait a minute. That's one in a row. Now, we ought to frame that. Do something. We ought to have some kind of celebration. Ready, Ellen?
Yes.
Here it is. Ruth said it's strange being married to a ship's captain.
How strange is it?
I'll tell you how strange it is. Because every time we get romantic, he yells, "Blank!" Ruth said it's strange being married to a ship's captain. Every time we get romantic, he yells, "Blank!"
Ahoy.
Ahoy. Ellen, why would he yell ahoy?
I don't know.
Why not?
I guess we know what she's got.
Ellen, the implication there is that maybe he needs a little help or something. I don't know. What do you say, Gary?
Call me Ishmael. No.
Ishmael. That's right.
Man overboard.
Man overboard. Anything that a captain would yell. Ahoy is just as good as anything.
Ahoy is fabulous. What the heck? I mean, after all, in a moment of passion, you're after you. The things I could tell you were like, yeah.
You have had those moments. You do
No,
remember
I've
them.
listened to them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not anymore. Full steam ahead.
To go full steam ahead, you have to have a full head of steam.
You ought to know.
All right. Encino is never going to be the same, I'll tell you that. Okay, Chuck.
What did you call me?
I called you Chuck.
Oh, as a captain myself of a wonderful ship, there's not that many things a captain yells. Do you understand what I mean? You get the impression that a captain goes around yelling. There are people that do that.
He does indeed have a vessel.
I chose all ashore that's going ashore.
Now you get the picture. You see the couple are in the bedroom, in the boudoir, let's say. Soft music is playing on the stereo. And she has on this beautiful see-through peignoir.
You'll be sorry you opened this whole can.
He walks into the room.
Could have walked down by now.
Takes a look at her and says, "All ashore, going ashore." All right, Susan.
Shark! Sorry, Mom.
That's funny.
All right, Richard.
Being an old Charles Lawton fan,
Yes.
I said that he yells, Mr. Christian!
Oh, a goodie. Yes, ma'am.
It's all romantic, and the stereo's playing, and the lights are low, and he yells, "Welcome aboard."
I get the picture. So here we are, 3-0. And that's the end of round one. Now, round two will come along in a moment or so. Right now, this for you, if you please.
Yeah. That's...
All right, here we go to round two. Round two coming up. And Ron, since you're ahead, we will ask you to go first.
I'll take A again, please.
A again. Now, only 3 people play, you know, because you matched Gary, Charles,
And Joyce.
and Joyce in the first round.
Don't forget that.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Mr. Whipple is getting really tough. No. Get the other bunch, John. Hey, he's getting really tough. Now, if you squeeze his Charmin, he squeezes your blank. Aren't you sorry you're not playing?
I'm playing.
Can we just play along?
Yes, play along. Write an answer for me. Here we go, Ron. Mr. Whipple is getting really tough. Now, if you squeeze his Charmin, he squeezes your blank.
Boobs.
I don't have any. Really? What do you say to that? He said boobs.
He said boobs?
He said that.
Well, Easter greetings.
For these days.
I didn't know that about Mr. Whipple.
No. He's changed, apparently.
Easter greetings, Easter cheer. Squeeze a boob once a year. No, I said buns.
Buns.
You're Italian.
You squeeze my Charmin, I squeeze your buns. What do you say, Susan?
Well, I've explained this because my whole career started from a toilet paper commercial. It was a competitor that had Kush, and I got the job because I walked in and said that I have tush. And they bought it. So I...
Said tush.
Yeah.
All right.
Buns. Same
Right,
thing.
exactly.
Right.
We have 2 of those so far, or 4, depending on how you count. What do you say?
Godfrey Daniel. I squeezed his Charmin, he squeezed my nose.
Naturally. All right.
Get out of here.
Okay. Now, Ellen, you got a little catching up to do. Let's see how you do with this one. Neil said, I was born in a shoe store. For years, people called me a blank. Don't stare at me. Can hardly wait to get to it. Ellen, Neil said I was born in a shoe store. For years, people called me a blank.
Heel.
Heel it is.
Very good.
Heel. Yeah, good answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't she good?
Yeah.
That's 2 in a row she's given us. What do you-
Very close, but the whole shoe, a loafer.
A loafer.
Oh, that's
Nice
very
play on
dramatic.
words, yeah.
Excellent, Gary.
Yes.
I wish to state up front I did not steal his answer. I wish to say I thought the same way, and this is absolutely my very own answer. But I, too, in a fit of whimsy, said loafer.
Sure you did.
I did. I always admit
Sure,
it.
you didn't steal the answer.
You see, a heel and loafer's okay, but Neil was a little like I am, like delicate and rather on the dainty side, despite the fact that I am captain of my own ship. I do?
Yeah.
So he was called a wedgie for years.
Born in a shoe store, for years people call me a wedgie.
A heel.
A heel. There you go. Richard, where are you? A tennis shoe?
A sneaker.
I'm so ashamed of that answer. I don't want to be seen while this card is up.
That's funny.
No. Gary says you're a sneaker. That's why you're down there. Yeah. What have you got for us, Joyce?
I loved his answer the best. I said a heel.
Wow. All right. All right, we got a little game going here. It's 3-2 to score. We go to round 3. This is the final round. Ron, you're ahead. You go first one more time.
I'll stick with A again, please.
It is. Same 3 people play. Brett,
Right, Doc.
Susan, and Richard.
Right.
Carla said, this drought is really terrible. Who asked you? Today I saw a salmon blanking upstream. Drought. All right, we're all set, right? Here we go. Right. Carla said this drought is really terrible. Today, I saw a salmon blanking upstream.
Walking.
Walking. All right. Ron the fireman from Massachusetts said walking. What do you say?
I'm done. Oh, look at those glasses.
Yes. Don't change the subject.
Yeah. Well, I decided this time, why not? Strolling or walking?
Good, strolling or walking?
I leave you out control, Ron.
You're up to 4 now, Ron. Need Susan and Richard to make it a perfect score for you. What have you got for old Ron there?
It's the same idea, but this is more popular, so I...
Jogging. Jogging.
Aw.
It's different from walking, of course.
Sorry.
Not when I do it.
Richard?
Well, I would have said walking, but I didn't think they had legs, so I said they were crawling up.
Crawling upstream.
Thank you.
I knew I'd get appeal to your sympathy. I might get a hand.
Now, Ryan, you're up to 4. Ellen, that means you need 2 to tie, 3 to win.
Okay.
Tom said, nobody cares about me. Today, this very day, my twin brother forgot my blank. This tear plays, and this person.
That's a sad story.
Today, my twin brother forgot my blank. Nobody cares about me. Today, my twin brother forgot my blank. Rim shot. Bum, 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 bum. We didn't request 3 chapters of War and Peace. We just want a simple response.
Well, you're dressed for it.
Dignity. This is John White's best. Here we go, Ellen. Tom said, nobody cares about me. Today, my twin brother forgot my blank.
Birthday.
Birthday. All right. I had 2 answers in my mind. That was one.
So did I, and I happened to get the other one.
Oh, you did?
I mean, nothing tacky in forgetting his name.
Name, yeah. Name or birthday are
Yeah,
the 2 good
yeah.
responses there. There could be some others. I can't think of any. What have you got?
You kidding, baby? I'm hot tonight. Birthday.
Birthday it is. 4 to 3 to score.
I didn't have a governess or private school, so I said birthday.
Oh, yeah. Birthday. The score is now tied 4 to 4. Ellen, if you match Richard, you will win the game. If you don't, it ends in a tie. We got to go to a tiebreaker. Go, Richard.
Well, the name of this show is Match Game, right?
Right.
So you're supposed to match them, aren't you?
Right.
Birthday!
Okay. Come on down, Ellen. Right there in the dot, if you would, please. Ron, it was a pleasure to meet you. Good luck to you. We're going to send a lot of stuff your way for a Match Game GM. Sit down now. Move your thing around here. I don't want you to fall down. So let's say goodbye to Ron Prendergast, a good fellow. We'll spin him off and spin a message for you. Hurry back. Here we go. She is going to have a go at the really big money now. She could win over $20,000.
Wow.
We're going to have 2 audience matches for you. Remember, whatever you win in the audience match will be multiplied by 10. We polled a studio audience and said, write down your best answer to this. You got to have blank. 500 for matching the most popular, 250 for the second, and 100 for the third. And 3 of the 6 stars can help you. Choose on the stars who have a glimmer of intelligence in their eyes. Don't call on the dummies. All right?
Brett.
You gotta have heart.
1.
Jerry.
Gotta have hope.
Got to have hope.
There's only one answer.
Now, who's looking at you? Who's trying to get your attention? Who's making eyeball contact? Susan?
Susan.
I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't.
See, we all had the same one.
You got to have soul. All right, you got to have soul, you got to have heart, you got to have hope. You want one of those?
Money.
One of your own.
Heart. That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Let's see if heart is under the $100 response. Slide it. You gotta have love. Well, that's a nice thought. Let's take a look at the next one, please.
This panel.
You gotta have class.
Didn't occur to this panel either.
No, and nothing.
No love, no class.
No love and no class. Right, Richard. Good. All right, let's see if we got a little heart on top. Yeah. Okay. You got $500 now, and that means at least you'll... excuse me. It means you're not helping.
No, I'm just happy. It's a happy show.
It means at least you'll play for us 10 times that amount or $5,000, but we have one more audience match, and this is it. Blankmobile.
Oh. Go ahead.
Who?
Brett.
Automobile.
Gary.
Oldsmobile.
You're in the
Joyce.
toilet.
Snowmobile.
All right.
Oh.
So there you have snowmobile, automobile, and Oldsmobile. You want one of those?
Oh, geez. Automobile.
Automobile? All right, do we have an automobile under the $100 response? Batmobile.
Oh, very
Batmobile.
cute. Adorable.
Golly gee, Robin. Batmobile. May we look at the next one, please? Snowmobile. All right, that's the one that Joyce gave you. We're looking for automobile. Let's find out if it's under the $500 number.
If it's got a high...
Yes, it is. Very good. Brett gave you that one. Another 5,000 added to your previous potential gives you a pot of $10,000 to shoot for. However, if you step up there and spin that wheel and get lucky and it stops on a star, you will play for $20,000. Good luck to you. Go up there and have a go at it, and we'll all root for a double and hope it happens for her. Here we go. Wait a minute, hold on. Jump on the thing. Won't work. Too bad. Well, all right, you got $10,000 you're going for with Charles Nelson Riley, and good luck to you, and this is it. Marilyn Blank. All right? No help from the studio audience. I just want you to take a look at it, make sure that we all understand what I'm saying. All right? All right, Charles? You're on your own. Now, if you give us the answer that Charles has written on the card, we give you $10,000. What do you say to that?
Marilyn Monroe.
Well, apparently the audience thinks you're right, according to their reaction. We'll find out right now what Charles...
What's going on now? It's the elections.
Right.
So I went a whole political route. I'm sorry. I said President Monroe's great-granddaughter.
Congratulations, Ellen Shepard. $11,000. Join us next week for Match Game PM. Gene Raider going to thank you all. Goodbye.
Contestants will receive Polyglide Coat protection of your car. Heat-activated formula that penetrates, protects. Polyglide Coat won't let Mother Nature rip you off. Available at new car dealers everywhere. And a Caravel watch from Bulova. Stunning ladies' watch offers sports accuracy, never needs winding. Caravel by Bulova, the inexpensive watch buying store sell. And a Master Mechanic 10-gallon shop vac from True Value Hardware stores. A combined value in personal service in over 5,000 locations nationwide. And a Fabergé collection featuring organic shampoo and conditioner. Both of pure wheat German honey for fresh-smelling hair with Super Shine Super Body Organics by Fabergé. 100% Dacron polyester soft pitch piles, completely machine washable. And a calculator. And Gas Miser gives extra mileage by cleaning carburetor and valves. Better mileage from better performance. The name says it all, Gas Miser. And a souffle edition Kraft macaroni and cheese dinners, and Kraft makes a cheese sauce. You know your family's going to like it. And Turtle Wax, the world's largest selling liquid car wax, cleans, polishes, protects, and Turtle Wax Super Hard Shell Car Wax Kit cleans, waxes, seals in the shine. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game PM, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Get ready to match the stars. Bill Anderson, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Bonnie Franklin, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Very good bunch. I thank you. I greet you. And I want to greet each of our regulars. Brett Summers over here.
Good evening.
And Charles N. Riley. N is for Nelson. Bonjour
Mr. Wright,
to you.
number 3.
Mr. Wright, number 3. And here is Richard Dawson. And those are our 3 regulars. And then a semi-regular is this sweet lady, Fannie Flagg. Then over here, we have, for the first time on the program, one of the country's biggest country and western stars. Currently has a big hit called Sometimes. Mr. Bill Anderson there. Thank you. And this lady, whose face is quite familiar to you, you see her on One Day at a Time, Bonnie Franklin. We welcome all of you. Now let's say hello to Elmer Farrar and Vicki Burton. Hello. We'd like to find out a little bit about each of you, so let's begin with you, Vicki, and tell us the story of your life in 8 seconds.
Oh, thank you. Lovely evening, everybody. I am married, and I'm going to school right now with 2 fantastic classes, fishing and golf.
Fishing and golf?
Yeah.
No kidding. Are you putting us on?
No, it's great.
You're majoring in fishing and golf? What's your minor? Baseball? Hockey?
Too. No, baseball.
Where do you do all this? Around here somewhere?
No, I go to school in San Bernardino.
I see. All right. Okay, anything else you want to add? That's it, huh? It's the whole story of your life.
Yeah.
Just while away time, fishing and all that. Okay, now here is Elmer Farrar.
I'm married. I have 3 beautiful daughters and 4 grandchildren. And I live in Reseda, which is very close to Encino. And I want
There'll be none of that. She's mine, I tell you.
I wanted to say hi to Red and Dot in St. Petersburg, if I'm allowed.
No, can't do that. That's against the law.
Okay.
There. Okay, very best of luck to both of you. May I remind you that you'll be trying to match as many of our celebrities as you can, and the winner will go on to play the Big Money Super Match, which can pay off over $10,000. There it is. Now, Vicki, you want A or B?
Gotta be B for Burton.
B for Burton, she says, and away we go. Gloria said, here's how to do the new dance called the shark. First, you sneak up on your partner, and then you bite his blank off. That's a new dance. Finished. Everybody finished up there. We're waiting for you, Bill, and Brett.
No, wait. Oh, wait. I've changed my mind.
You've changed your mind.
What there is left of it, dear.
Okay. Now we're all set. We'll come here to Vicki Burton. Vicki, Gloria said, here's how to do the new dance called the shark. First, you sneak up on your partner, then you bite his blank off.
Gotta take a leg.
Bite his leg off? Really?
You gotta keep it.
Wait a minute. everything. Girl as cute as she is can give a lousy answer. You don't have to boo her. Honky, how are you going to dance with him? You'll bite his leg off, Vicky.
I would take a
Oh,
chicken.
dear me. All right, Bill, what do you say?
I kept sitting here trying to be very clever and put jaw into it somewhere for jaws.
Oh, yes.
But I wasn't that clever, so I ended up with ear.
Bite his ear off. Look up at the partner. Bite your ear off. All right, there's one. Now, Brett.
Oh, no, you see, you go, first you take missing, da-da-da-da-da, your arm. You
Bite
can
the
still
arm
dance
off.
up a
Stick up at your
storm.
partner, bite there. Okay, that's rather...
Just because she's plain is no sign to get away from you.
It's all right. Charles?
Any guy that booed that chick, I want to see after the show. Because the chick gave the right answer.
Len. That's how to do the new dance called the shark. You sneak up on your partner and you bite his blank off. What do you say?
I think that Vicky and Charles are wonderful people.
Oh, that's two for Vicky. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think that was going to work. But it's working.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Well, the guy wouldn't have a leg to stand on, would
That's
he?
right. Let alone to dance on.
I said nose.
Nose would be the thing. Nose and ear, and those things are reasonable. Now, you, my dear.
Vicky, she's taking fishing, yes. Do you know that before I went into show business, I had a live bait business? I sold English red worms, night crawlers, and minnows. And one winter, all my minnows froze, and I waited in the spring. I thought they'd be alive, but they're all dead. And so's my answer.
I'm sorry. You're not exactly dead, but you're sure dying, honey. Okay, Vicky, that's two for you. That's really unusual for a first-round question to get that many. You're a little askance here or there. Now you're straightened out. You ready for this, Elmer?
I'm certainly in.
All
You
right.
mean askew, sweetheart.
Askance.
No, you're askew if you're
Askew. Oh, you look askance.
That's why you look at me when we go to the
Hey!
casino.
Did you hear that old man Periwinkle married an 18-year-old girl?
No.
Yes, sir. At their wedding, when his young bride said, "I do," old man Periwinkle said, "I blank." She said, "I do." He said, "I..."
I hope
I
this
love
is right.
this question.
I like that question.
This has absolutely wonderful possibilities.
Yes, it
Yes.
I want to say, why don't we ever have old lady Periwinkle marrying an 18-year-old boy?
We'll
Very
have it.
chauvinistic.
All right? We're going to have old lady Periwinkle. Okay. Hello, Elmer.
Hi.
Did you hear that old man Periwinkle married an 18-year-old girl? And at their wedding, when his young bride said, "I do," old man Periwinkle said,
I wish I could.
"I wish I could." Well. Okay. Well, if it kills her, it kills her. What do you say, Bill?
Elmer, we were thinking along the same track, but instead of I wish I could, I said I hope I can.
I hope I can. Brett?
Well, what's the difference between I hope and I wish? They've fallen. I said, I hope I do too. Now, that's not a match?
Yeah. No.
I'm with you, kids.
Shampooing the judges. Don't feel bad. Charles?
I got right to the point. I can't.
I can't. Oh, dear. I wish I could. Young lady, at their wedding, when his young bride said, "I do," old man Periwinkle said, "I wish I could." What do you say? I can't.
I think it's the same thing.
No, I wish I could and I can't are two different things here.
Really?
Yes,
Well,
they
it's
are.
a matter of degree.
Right. What do you say?
Can't.
Can't. Too
Because I
bad.
haven't been well.
Yes.
He said, I will try.
Good for him. I will try. So, Elmer, you came up with a terrific answer.
Well, that's showbiz.
That is showbiz. Now, wait a minute. The game's not over yet, Elmer.
I know. I didn't give up yet.
You don't give up now. You're behind a little bit, but it's 2-0, and this, you know, anything can happen here.
Right.
We'll find out what does happen right after we find out about this. Hup. Got me.
There
I don't know what happened. Something about the air conditioning or something. Okay, here we are at the end of round 1. Vicky, you're ahead, so we'll ask you to go first. And again, you have a choice of A or B.
Gotta stay with B.
Got to stay with B for Burton, she says. Now, 2 people do not play. They are Bonnie and
Shucks.
Bonnie and Charles. Bonnie and Charles.
Bonnie Prince Charles.
Bonnie Prince Charles. Tarzan say, me never should have let Cheetah join Boy Scouts.
That's Tonto.
Oh, am I doing Tonto?
I knew one day it'd all catch up. And while we're at it, the Jolly Green Giant is very much like that other one, too. I think it's over for you.
My career is ended. It's ended. Oh, what am I going to do? All right. I'll work on it. I'll get a Tarzan
Okay,
letter.
I'll
In
direct.
the meantime, this'll have to do. Me never should have let Cheetah join Boy Scouts. Him tie Tarzan's blank in knot.
I guess.
Ready, Brett?
Yes.
Okay.
Susan.
Put it in the slot there. Thank you. Okay, now, Vicky. Tarzan say, me never should have let Cheetah join Boy Scouts. Him tie Tarzan's blank in knot.
His loincloth?
His loincloth. Speak up. Squaw say loincloth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. You're right. Now, what do you say? Squaw say loincloth.
We're doing Tonto.
Yeah.
I have a question. I'm the new kid on the block. Is it against the law for people on the panel to fall in love with the contestants?
No, that's not against the law.
Her husband's probably 10 feet tall and hates hillbillies, but maybe she'll like me because I wrote loincloth.
Attaboy. One for Vicky. Now, there's one loincloth.
He probably likes plain women. I guess that's why he likes her.
That's right.
I said, well, you know he's up in the trees and all.
Yes.
I said his vine.
Tied his vine in a knot. That's good. That's what one would do with a vine. Charles, you
I don't play.
You don't play. You play. You play? Okay.
I surely do.
Him tie Tarzan's loincloth in knot.
It sounds all right to me.
It's as good as your Tonto.
All right. What do you say there? We're looking for a loincloth.
I say, is there a doctor in the house? I seem to have matched Brett.
Yeah. So that's 4 for you, Vicky. 4 for her. Now, Elmer.
I got a zipper.
You got a zipper, that's right. 0 there. Now, match 4 to tie it. If you match 5, you win it.
I'll do the best I can.
You will do the best you can?
Yes, sir.
No man can ask for any more. All right. Listen carefully now.
Before?
Jim said,
Yes.
my dentist must be nearsighted. He just tried to blank my nose.
Elmer, don't worry about a thing.
My dentist must be nearsighted. He just tried to blank my nose. You okay? Put in the slot. And away we go over here to Elmer Farrar. Jim said my dentist must be nearsighted. He just tried to blank my nose.
Pull.
What?
Pull.
Pull my nose? What else do dentists do, Elmer?
Fill it.
They fill and they drill.
I mean, you know, I just took the first one that came
Yeah,
off.
first one that came in. Well, that's what we say here. Trust your first instinct. What was your first instinct, Bill?
Me and Elmer go to the same dentist. Pull.
Pull his nose. That's 2 in a row for you, Bill. Now, Brett.
I felt sorry for Bill when I saw his answer. I guess I thought, oh, well, poor little devil. What do hillbillies know, right? I'm sorry, I said drill.
Drill. What'd you say?
I said drill, too.
So that's 2 drills. Now you got to match the remaining 3 to achieve a tie. Now we come to Bonnie. He's looking for the answer. Pull my nose.
I said drill too.
Drill. What did the rest of you say? Drill, 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 all drill. Come on down, Vicky. Will you stand by here for a moment or so while we talk to Elmer? Listen, you're a pretty loose guy here, Elmer. It was great meeting you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Where are you going now?
Home.
Home?
Drive carefully.
Where is home again?
Reseda, very close to Encino.
Oh, yeah.
You make the reservation. I'm always ready for change, Elmer. Oh, gee, I'm sorry.
There will be no proselytizing on my program. Listen, Elmer, you're going. Elmer's going. Here today, gone today. All right, there he goes. All right, well, we're looking for Elmer. You do a little business with America, then you come back here. See how she does. Here is Vicki Burton in her Army uniform. When'd you get out?
I haven't yet.
You haven't yet. Vicki, it's time now for the Big Money Super Match, where you can win over $10,000. Now, to do that, we've got 2 audience matches for you, and whatever you win in these audience matches, you'll have a chance to multiply by 10. Here we go with the first one. We polled a recent studio audience, Vicki, and we got their best response to this. Blank leader. Now, the answer that bunch gave most frequently is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the answer they gave second most often, you get $250, and the third gives you $100, and you can get a little help from our celebrities.
Charlie?
Chuck?
What?
Oh. Blank leader.
Cheer.
Cheerleader. It's funny that should come up. We've got a bunch of... Now, are any of you cheerleaders, or are you all majorettes? No, well, whatever. There are a bunch of young people out in the audience. Who else do you want?
Okay, Bill.
What do you say, Bill?
Take me to your leader.
Take me to your leader.
Okay.
Good luck, girl.
Richard?
Follow the leader.
Follow the leader. So those are the 3 now. Follow the leader, take me to your leader, and cheerleader. You can choose one of those or give us one of your own.
Gotta go for cheerleader.
Cheerleader's the one? Yeah. First thing you thought of. She's looking for a cheerleader because she says that's the first thing she thought of. So let's find out if it's up there, and if it is there, where is it? We'll begin at the bottom and reveal the $100 response. Follow the leader is an answer that was up there, given to you by Richard.
Worth every penny.
Cheerleader, let's see if it's under the $250 number. Band leader.
Band leader.
Oh, they had an old group that day.
That was an old group, yeah. All right, here's your last chance, Vicki, for the cheerleader, Earl. Slide it. Congratulations. Very good. That's the one that Charlie gave you. Now, you won the $500, which means the least you'll be playing for is 10 times that amount, or $5,000. Okay, now we're going to see how much more you can win with your second audience match. May we see it? Blank snack. Blank snack. All right, call them off.
Okay, Fanny.
Midnight snack.
All right.
Bonnie?
Bonnie?
Had bedtime?
Bedtime snack.
Brett?
I have 2. Is there any such thing?
Do the German version.
Oh, you mean snack?
Isn't that the name of the show?
Snick Snack is the name of the show.
But I'm not
in
gonna
Germany, and it's also something here, isn't it?
Candy.
What? It's a candy bar. Yeah.
It's a candy bar. How would I ever come up with a candy bar? I think I'll go for light. I'm sticking with Snick Snack. I don't back down.
Snick Snack. That was her first thought, and that's what she wants. So there they are. Snick Snack, bedtime snack, and midnight snack. What do you want, if anything?
Okay. Midnight snack.
Midnight snack? Midnight snack is what she says. All right. Let's keep our fingers crossed for this little lady and reveal the $100 response. Light snack is the one that Brett said.
Bravo, showstopper.
Yes.
Fabulous chick. Brilliant baby.
Here we go for midnight snack. Is it under the $250 response?
Hi, you
Snick
made
snack.
fun of me. Snick Snack.
Snick
You
snack.
laughed. You scoffed.
Who scoffed?
You scoffed.
I talked into it.
Oh, okay.
Now, here's the last chance for midnight snack. Earl, may we see it?
How do you feel about that?
Okay, now, you've won another $500. We multiply that by 10, which makes 5,000, of course. Add that to the previous 5,000, gives you a pot of $10,000 to shoot for. Okay. Now, Vicki, we want to give you that money, but we can't give you the money until you've matched one of our celebrities on an exact basis, and it's time for you to choose one.
Gotta be Richard.
Okay, Richard.
Good luck, everyone.
All right. Okay. Here it is. It's worth 10,000. Blank president. Blank president. Okay, he's made up his mind, Vicki. Now we ask you to make up your mind and give us a response which you think will match his. How do you fill in that blank president?
First thing was the vice president.
Vice president? Really? The first thing that came to my head was Mr. President. Yeah. What's that? Ex-president, yeah.
First
okay.
president.
She says vice president will match you for $10,000. What do you say?
There was so many.
There were a lot.
There was
Ex-president.
President, Mr. President.
Mr. President, yeah.
Vice.
She's very happy about it. She has a grand total of $11,000, and she's shedding a few tears of joy here. And while she's doing that, we'll pass along these messages to you. All right, here we are. Vicki's got her $11,000. She's very happy, and we congratulate her, and we thank all of our celebrities. We'll have more excitement here on Match Game PM next week.
Some contestants will receive Timex electric This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game PM. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.